Welcome back. We got game 4 in Toronto. Look, my therapist told me I'm not allowed to start talking about Pascal Siakam anymore, so that word's banned. But we're going to go into tonight with a good mindset. I genuinely think we can force this to a 3-1 deficit, and Doc Rivers with a 3-1 deficit, all-time choker. He's been up 3-1 3 times and blown that lead in 7 games. Come on now. I know you take things game by game, but getting it to a 3-1 deficit can't help but push in a little bit more belief into this group. You got to take care of tonight. Who knows where you go? If there was ever a team to blow a 3-0 lead like this, it'd be the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm not saying they will, but I think we can battle our way into at least a situation where it's a possibility. Trent Jr. misses the 3. As you guys can see, my bet's in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. I do have Gary Trent Jr. over 2.5 3-pointers. And I did say I'm not allowed to mention Pascal, but hey, Pascal Siakam, double-double. Obviously, I'm rooting for the guy. Let's see what he can get up to tonight. Him and Fred both got to step up big time. But that doesn't even need to be explicitly said. Those who've been watching already know. And speaking about those who have been watching, shouts out to everybody already in the chat. Appreciate everyone showing up. Mustafa asking me how I am. It's just a tradition around here with this guy. I'm doing great, Mustafa. I'm happy to see you in here. Maxey bangs it down to Harden in the corner. The step back 3 over Siakam is money. All right, 8-6. Philadelphia's up by 2. 7:40 to go in the opening quarter. Fred VanVleet in the mid-range cutting around and airballing a floater. Getting a little bit scared of the block party there in Philadelphia. Foul on OG. The Sixers will be shooting 2 here. Not a great sequence there. Not a great sequence there. Man, I'm praying. Scottie Barnes is available tonight. I don't know to what extent that is. It doesn't really surprise me that he didn't start the game given how ugly that injury looked. I mean, I'm surprised to even have him back at this moment in time. And I guess having him back is a relative term. We'll see if and when he gets on the court. But no doubt, even like a 70% Scottie Barnes will be a huge push to the Raptors. Oh, Turtle T, I'm seeing you in the chat right now saying sup. I got to give you a big time thanks. I know you shipped that shirt to me, the We the Kidneys. My mom also sometimes comes to this house and she picks up mail here. She has the key to get into the mailbox. I went to go open it yesterday. If we have a game 5, I will definitely have my mail and that shirt by then. And I promise you I'll be repping that thing proudly on here. But in the meantime, WTK. Shouts out to you, you Turtle T. I got to play an animation for my guy. Hold on, man. He literally dropped a super chat as I played that. So shouts out to him, man. We the Cheeks and Kidneys at the Raps game. Man, are you at the Raps game right now? But I believe Gary Trent Jr. just hitting a 3. And if you guys look at my bets, I'm looking for that play all night long. 12-9. Tobias Harris comes back and scores a bucket in transition of his own. Siakam in the mid-range. There we go. Love to see it. Love to see it. And we have Tommy Moreau asking, what would $100 on Raps to win the series get me? I'm going to look this up for you at an intermission. Let me even go to see if I can find it right now. I'm going to log into Power Play Sportsbook. Why can't I get on the interface here? That's annoying. I know they have lines for this. Pretty sure I already have an account. Yeah, that's weird. I know Power Play offers bets for them, so go ahead and check out that sportsbook if you'd like. Betstamp.app/Ontario. Because if you go and place that futures bet on the Raptors to win the series, I'd imagine you're looking at like, maybe I can find it on Bet365 right now. But guys, that's got to be like plus like 5,000, honestly. And I'm not thinking it's impossible. I see a little bit of value there too. All right, let's see futures. NBA futures. Can I find one for the Raptors to win their series? Okay, here we go. To win series. Okay, so right now the Toronto Raptors to win this series are... Okay, they took it off the board because they're currently playing. so I can't give it a read, but I would imagine it's like, for example, right now, the Nuggets, who are down to the Warriors, they're plus 2,200 to come back and beat Golden State. I would imagine we are even bigger dogs right now against Philadelphia, or at least we were pre-game to Game 4 starting right now. Yo, Gregory K, you said, does Josh know about the Rookie of the Year? So I have access to that spreadsheet or whatever. I mean, everyone, I think, does. It's just a matter of whether or not you found the link. There's a spreadsheet which has been keeping track manually of people in the media discussing what they're voting for. And I think it's somewhat accurate. Last time I checked, Scottie Barnes was up 144 to 140 votes on Evan Mobley. So things looked promising at that moment, but I know the 4th and 5th place votes haven't come in yet. If I've missed something and Scottie Barnes is like a statistical lock now for Rookie of the Year, let me know, because that would be the first confirmation I've had of that. I certainly hope so. But maybe Gregory's also just referring to the fact that Scottie Barnes is back in this game, or at least available for tonight, which is a nice surprise as well. And guys, I will ask you, it's early. We got 70 viewers in here, but anyone willing to show some love, hit that like button. Try to get more and more re-recommendations for this video so we can get a ton of people in here watching what I'm hoping is going to be a very close game, but ending with a win for the Raptors. I'm not going to lie. This situation, you look at it at face value, it is kind of easy to throw the towel in. You're in Toronto already. Doesn't feel optimistic that you'll beat Philadelphia. If you win, you got to go back out to Philly and play a Game 5 in their barn. It'd be easy to sort of mail it in right now and not put your best foot forward. I don't think the Raptors are ever going to be thinking like that. Masai Ujiri, Bobby Webster, Nick Nurse, those guys are winners. You know, they're business oriented. I know they won't throw in the towel. I just hope we can keep some poise and motivation consistently throughout this game, because it has been, we've had good first quarters. We've had good battles to halftime. And then in the second half, Philly just runs, man. It's been tough to watch. We were 3-1 against them in the regular season. People asking me if I don't read the chat. I do read the chat, and then I go off on a rant. Oh, shit! Oh! No way! No way. Scottie won Rookie of the Year. Bro! Oh my God. Ben, if you're watching right now, sorry about swearing there, man. Wow. I gotta open up Twitter. This is crazy. Oh, we got it on the TV now too. Okay. Man, I can't believe I didn't notice that in the chat a little earlier. That is absolutely... I'm putting on the flames for my guy, Scottie Barnes. Oh my God. Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. I'm so proud of that guy. Amazing. And that is a close Rookie of the Year race. Like, honestly, shouts out to Evan Mobley. That guy's going to be a defensive force in the league for years to come, a superstar in his own right. He could have been deserving too. But my God, am I so happy that it was Scottie Barnes. That's amazing. OG Anunoby misses the 3. But guys, I'm still just like raw reacting to the fact that we got the Rookie of the Year. First one since VC, right? It was VC, Damon Stoudemire, and now Scottie Barnes. Man, legend in the making. That is amazing. Oh my God. Bro. Okay, guys. This makes me feel better about whatever's going to happen tonight. I'm praying it's a win, but let's just celebrate every dub along the way while we're growing. And this Scottie Barnes Rookie of the Year is a massive friggin' dub. And he's on the court right now guarding Joel Embiid. And I got a super chat. I will get to that in 1 second. Embiid shoots over Barnes, misses, and Scottie rebounds it. Let's go. Now we go. Scottie to Precious. Precious out on the three-point line. Working in at Joel Embiid. Little fake. Gets stripped by Harden, though. Harden bringing it across court. James Harden misses the floater. Battling for the rebound is Van Vliet, but it gets thrown back to Tyrese Maxey. Harden cross court to Danny Green. Thinks about the 3. Throws it to Embiid in the post. And no. Oh my God. Joel Embiid with his back on the ground. Just selling the call again. But we have a super chat, so let me get right to that. Tom Moreau said game started with Carter and Stoudemire. Bro, are you... Man. Showing up 2 minutes late to the party going to cost you your life. This is crazy. Oh, Fred. Fred! Get a grip, man! Get a grip. Bro is nervous right now. I know you're not betting on yourself right now. Don't ever say bet on yourself until you figure out what's going on right now, because you're not betting on it. You're not putting any chips in the pile right now. You're scared. Scared money don't make money, Fred. You're making no money right now. Oh my God. He's better than that. But guys, I'm just still absolutely jacked up that Scottie Barnes is the Rookie of the Year. Tyrese Maxey from deep misses, and it's off of the back stanchion, so out of bounds, Raptors ball. Wow. Man. Amazing. Stoudemire and VC starting off the game too. That's crazy. I gotta watch this whole thing back after this. But Trent Jr. foul going up for the layup. He'll be shooting 2. And as you can see, I do have Trent Jr. over 2.5 3-pointers tonight. And guys, if you want to follow my plays, download the BetStamp app. When you're signing up, use referral code RAPTORS, all capitals. And if you miss it during sign up, go back into your account details where you change your profile picture, all the stuff like that, and you'll see a little field for inputting a referral code. That's where you can put all capitals Raptors so they know that we sent you guys, and then go to the media picks section and you will find the Raptors Digest. You can tail all of our picks. We had 2 big hits last time, perfect on the game, 2 for 2, even though the Raps did lose. It's been fun, and we're betting on other NBA action too. So regardless of what happens tonight, give us a follow, download the app so you can always find the best odds and join the party, man. Sixers with the ball. Tobias Harris with it on the outside. He's covered by Barnes, throws it inside to Embiid. Scottie cheating in to help a little bit. Embiid takes a clunky mid-range J that misses. And then the outlet pass off of Siakam's fingertips and out. I like the idea by Achua, but that wasn't really on Siakam there. That was just a little bit of ambitious lead pass there. Rahul saying, Freddie, just play make. Stop being nervous. At very least, Fred, if you're not going to be a scoring threat, pull out and keep the ball secure for someone who is. Because right now, these decisions where you halfway commit to a floater or a pump fake or something. Oh, Trent Jr. just misses the 3. Oh. Paradise Lost asking Josh, did you just wake up? I did kind of sleep in today. Yes, I didn't just wake up, but kind of. It was a fun night last night. Who just hit that for the Sixers? I believe that was Shake Milton. So Shake Milton knocks down the 3. We're down by 3 points, 16-13. Fred VanVleet carving in the paint to Trent Jr. Gary, please. Fred VanVleet on the long offensive rebound hits the 3. There we go, Fred. Hey, man, I hope it's here now. He's a gamer. Bring it, man. Bring it. Philadelphia is just never his matchup, but he'll fight through it like we did in 2019. Let's go. Maxey with the ball. Has it out on the perimeter. Kicks it over there to Shake. Shake bounces it down to Tobias Harris, who's guarded by Scottie Barnes. Tobias, you want none of that. Harris, never. Bro, I'm so mad that I haven't been able to clown Tobias Harris the way I was hoping to this series. Seriously. Hey, Siakam with the left. Can't hold him. I like it. Philly up by 1. 2:45 to go. Harris covered by Achua. Over there to Danny Green. Feeds it into Joel Embiid. The ball bounces out to Green. No foul calls. Shake driving. Taking a mid-range J and hits it. That's a tough shot. That's good defense by the Raptors. Being physical. Forcing them to bounce around the ball. Shake Milton making a good shot, though. VanVleet. Driving on Harris. Getting some space. Ooh. Oh. That's 2 possessions in a row. Fred VanVleet. I think I got my swagger back. I love it, Fred. Tyrese Maxey on the perimeter. Covered by VanVleet. Throws it inside to Embiid. Embiid working in the post. Goes up. Misses the shot. Great defense by Siakam. And thank God they kept the whistle out of their mouth. Over there to Barnes. To Trent Jr. Trent Jr. for the dunk. Oh! A travel. Oh. Oh. Man, that's deflating. Gets called on the travel. Let's get the replay here. 1, 2. He kind of skip-stepped. You guys saw that? He saw Embiid ready to come on the help defense. And then by the time he noticed he still had an edge and could go up, I feel like he did do a stutter step because he debated doing sort of like, a pump fake to the hoop to get Joel to bite. Either way, man, we turn over the ball there on what otherwise would have been a nice offensive sequence. It is what it is. And guys, if you are in here, do me a big favor, show some love. Drop the like spike. Let's get this party going. And I always appreciate the support that every fan gives me, no matter what fan base you are from. Rahul saying no travel. He doesn't think so. Mystery saying someone tell Doc to get off the court. Yeah, how about the coach's box challenge, or not challenge, but situation where he clearly did leave it, called the timeout. And it's tough because in situations like that, no one wants to say that, oh, you guys are being hit with a foul because your coach stepped on the court. It seems like one of those things that the players had nothing to do with it. People are like, that's not in the spirit of the game. It shouldn't influence that big of a call. But the rules are the rules. If Doc Rivers steps onto the court at that time, he should be penalized, and they shouldn't get their timeout and immediately set up the way they did. Like, it's just, why have the rule if you're going to let it be broken in big moments just because we're like, cold feet to enforce it? I don't know, man. You got to be a little bit objective here. Obviously, I feel this way because I ended up on the other side of it. But the rules are the rules. That's just something I think all fans can agree on. Doc Rivers, though, got away with exiting the coach's box during the end of Game 3, and you guys know what happened. I don't even want to go down that path, man. That friggin' clown, Joel Embiid. Jeremy W. asking, is travel a challengeable play? I assume it is. Anything where you can generate a turnover, and you do generate a turnover, I assume they give you the option to oppose that call. So my guess would be yeah, but I also see 1-800-Lunatic saying that was a travel, unfortunately. And when I watch the replay, this is the NBA, right? I'm asking for them to officiate the rules as the rules, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say they allow that stuff all the time, so why would it get called there? But yeah, they decide that, traveling is going to be a thing in that particular possession of the NBA, so they call it. And I think that by the book, it did meet the criteria. So I don't know if we would have a successful challenge to overturn, unfortunately. So I think Nick Nurse and his coaching staff holding their hand a little bit here and not doing anything. It is just a thing of beauty to see Scottie Barnes back out there. Guys, that was the most space cadet I'm lost situation when I logged on and I had maybe 10 straight messages about Scottie being the rookie of the year. But, I come on and I rant, and I didn't even notice until 5 minutes into the first. But shouts out again for my freaking guy. Scottie Barnes won it by a minuscule bit, but a deserving bit. And that is the difference in the race. And man, oh man, that's amazing. I'm just surprised I didn't see it on my phone beforehand. Tom Moreau saying, Josh, the noise in the stadium is why they allow that, or so I've read. Are you referring to them? Oh yeah, with him exiting the coach's box? That actually is a somewhat logical excuse. It sounds corny even when we word it that way, but yeah, I guess if that would be maybe grounds for it to be permissible. I agree. It's not like the Sixers, in normal circumstances, they didn't really do anything to justify being penalized there. So I get it, but the rules are the rules. I'll leave it at that. Joel Embiid misses a fadeaway 3. Scottie Barnes there to rebound it. Entry pass to OG in the high post, who's covered by Shake. He gets double teamed. Out to Thad Young. Thad Young kisses it high up the glass and just gets it to sit. Oh man, that almost rolled off the hoop, but gets to the rack, kisses it high off of it, and is rewarded with 2 points, giving the Raptors a lead with 1 minute left here in the opening frame. James Harden trying to take Thad Young off the dribble. Step back 3. Cashes it. He got Thad wobbling a little bit there, but he did jump back and contest the 3. I mean, that's just kind of Harden's bread and butter. Even though he's washed up, he's going to hit those sometimes, right? Scottie Barnes over there to Thad Young. Van Vliet taking the pick from Thad. I'm already seeing like his body language is visibly more confident right now. Keep riding this momentum. Oh my God. Joel, I didn't know you know how to dance. Oh, Thaddeus Young doing the salsa with Joel Embiid, shaking and baking, knocking down the shot. Whose MVP is that? And then pushing him. And then pushing him at the other end. What a freaking baby, man. Oh my word. And Precious taking the charge. Oh, what a sequence. The Raptors are dialed in, man. If you can't ride this momentum to something, I don't know what you can do. What a sequence. The O to the D. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Thad. Ooh. Oh. Yes. Whose MVP is that? Not mine, bro. Not mine. But either way, not to take away from Thad Young putting that man on skates. Welcome to Canada. Fred Van Vliet with it on the perimeter. He's covered by Niang, the worst defender in the league. Blows right by him, but loses that. Bro, those are some buttery fingers right now, Fred. But I believe he draws a foul, actually, with 1.3 seconds left. Or maybe he actually commits the foul. Okay, that was a circus sequence. But Fred Van Vliet. Fred, bro. You know what? We won't go there. He's been playing good this game, this quarter. Niang for three. Just misses. Yo, this guy does not jump when he shoots. Oh my God. But he is a money shooter. And we got Marcel Martin saying it's not about how you start. Man, you guys know how that quote ends. History being written right now in front of me. I'm excited to see where this goes. I know Marcel's on a wave right now. He's vibing with what he's seeing. So shouts out to the bald mamba, my guy, Marcel Martin. Make sure I didn't miss any other super chats or anything when I was freaking out. I think we're good. Gregory, man, shouts out to you. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate you. I got the best community to do watch-alongs with, no doubt. Rogue Blue saying trade Fred for Corey Joseph. Fair trade, yeah? He's got the Detroit display picture. Man, I actually love Corey Joe. I mean, of course, like I know it's a troll trade, but at the same time, like Corey Joseph's a baller, and every time he faces us, he does seem to do a numbers still. So I don't know. You guys in Detroit might want to hold on to him a little bit longer. He'd be like the perfect guy to back up Cade Cunningham, even long term. Like Corey's how old? Corey Joseph, I think, is only like 32, maybe. I mean, that is kind of like up there for basketball in terms of the youth movement. Oh, man, he's 30 years old. He was born in 91. Man, that's your backup PG for at least, it could be like 3 more seasons, and he'll do a solid job behind Cade, who, you know, as much as I mentioned Evan Mobley as a runner-up in this Rookie of the Year race, shouts out to Cade Cunningham, too. I think he's got the most, like, the deadliest skill set in a weird way. Like, he's just... Anytime he wants a bucket, he is just instant offense creation. And I think he does that better than anybody else in the rookie class. But what I love about Scottie Barnes, of course, is he does a little bit of everything. I say he's like Evan Mobley and Cade Cunningham having a baby that's the exact same age as them. That's Scottie Barnes. He's got that length and defensive instincts of Mobley, but he's also got that ISO scoring and passing touch that Cade has. It's it's the perfect storm and one player that we got at 4th overall. No problem, Orlando fans. No problem. You want to thank us on draft day? Oh, thank you for the gift, Raptors. Thank you. Yep. I hope you like it. And no disrespect to Jalen Suggs, but you're welcome is what I mean to say. You can take Jalen, and I wish him and you all the best. Scottie Barnes, Rookie of the Year. He's the man. Henry saying Thad, though. Come on. I know, man. Thad Young coming out with a little bit of fire today. He had a bucket too, kissed it super high off the glass, just got it to sit and fall. I think that actually gave the Raptors the go-ahead at that point. It's so early, it doesn't really matter the score implications at the moment, but Yeah, Thad Young also, like I said, putting Joel Embiid on skates, giving him the O Canada treatment. It's a thing of beauty, man. It's a thing of absolute thing of beauty. Bro, I'm like the saltiest sports fan. Like I swear, I can't enjoy like moments without like attacking other fan bases and stuff. I think I'm what's wrong with sports. I think I'm the issue, guys. It's people like me who like something good happens and instead of like, building up the player, I'm like, Evan Mobley, hold this L. Cade Cunningham, hold this. I guess we're working on it, okay? But I'm going to, no, oh no. Oh, Scottie. No. 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 Oh, man. Scottie Barnes favoring that ankle that he injured. Oh, no. No. He went to go take the pick, or well, not take the pick. He went to go fight over the pick. Paul Reed said it. Nothing dirty there. It was actually a clean screen, but he steps on the left foot of Reed while he was setting the screen as he was trying to get around and rolls his ankle. Got up off the floor on his own power, walks to the bench, but I don't know if that bodes well for any Raptors fan out there. Damn. We do have some super chats. I'll get to that, and we'll keep a tab on that's serious stuff. Magnetic Knowledge saying, secret weapon cheering us. My sweet daughter Lucy. Shouts out to Magnetic's daughter Lucy, cheering us along here. I'm sure she's having a great time watching the game with Magnetic, and also, all Raptors fans enjoying this one so far. Pretty much up until a second ago when Scottie Barnes rolls his ankle, but we'll hope for the best there. He walked off on his own power, and I think we're still building a lot of momentum. Well, we'll see where it goes, but thank you, Magnetic and Lucy. And we got Bobo, a.k.a. my father, saying, Max and I are listening along. Go Raps. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Max. I'll try to give you guys as many game updates as I possibly can. So it's been a fun one so far. But like I just said, Scottie Barnes putting me absolutely through the blender with that injury. I'm hoping he's okay. Marcel Martin saying, is our rookie of the year okay? He's definitely okay. There is no serious injury here. He's just looking like he's tweaked a already sensitive ankle. So I think for that reason they're going to be extra precautious with him. But the bag is still secured. He's okay. He's not actually going to be injured from that, I don't think. But it might result in him being at very least deactivated for the game. But we will keep tabs and updates on that for all the viewers in here today. Damn. Rookie of the year, man. Rookie of the year. Oh, we're getting a replay of what happened there in game one when he already rolled it at his ankle. It was in a vulnerable position, and Joel Embiid, a 300-pound elephant, steps on it, stomps on it. Oh, my God. And then Joel, just such an idiot, pushing a rookie in the face, too, after that. He's a literal garbage bag, man. I can't stomach that guy. But I also think he's not going to be the MVP this year, which is probably good for my mental health. It'll probably be Nikola Jokic. When I look at that preview sheet that we've seen before for Rookie of the Year, I did see Jokic leading the votes there. So fingers crossed that's not Embiid. Sorry, Philly fans. I know there's some of you in here right now. I know it's no love lost. You guys probably all voted for Evan Mobley. Hold a second. Scottie Barnes is back on the floor. Man, what? This guy is absolutely made of iron. I said the best prediction for when we could see him back, or the most optimistic prediction, was going to be a game 6. He's here in game 4. Rolls his ankle again in the first quarter. He's back in the game. This guy's got some freak athleticism. He's got people working on him every day. He's keeping care of his body. That was one of the things that impressed the Raptors the most in the pre-draft. But anyways, working in the post is Siakam. Puts up the shot, misses. Thad Young, offensive rebound. The putback is good for him. Man, Thad Young looks like he always doesn't release his shot the way he wants it. It's weird. It like flies off of his fingertips instead of being like super calculated, but he maintains a great degree of accuracy when he goes up for floaters, mid-range J's, and that one right there, the putback off the O-Rab going. Paul Reed kicks it out to the perimeter. It's with Shake Milton, who's checked by Siakam. Milton cuts into the paint. Out to Harden. Harden for three. Great contest by Chris Boucher, man. Amazing. And that's a shot clock violation, but what a great perimeter defender Chris Boucher is, using that length and energy to make it hard on James Harden. AKA Brick Ross, putting up that was blocked. Fully blocked. Otherwise, that would have been a valid three. It was before the shot clock expired. Great defensive sequence for the Canadian. We're getting drunk off the bagged milk today. Thad Young sets the pick there for Trent Jr. That's a solid screen. Trent Jr., step back J over Niang. I love it, man. You can work that matchup every single time. Trent Jr., he can find that separation in the mid-range all day when George Niang is on him. And Niang's a lights-out shooter, which is why he's on the court. But let me tell you, such an underwhelming defender. And, of course, no Matisse Thybulle today for the Sixers, who are in Toronto. Doesn't meet the vaccination requirements. And then Paul Reed hits a corner three, gives Philadelphia back the lead. 30-28. Predator Kingdom saying, young fella still okay. He is. This man's someone nicknamed him the Winter Soldier on some Reddit thread, and I liked that. I was like, that's a tough nickname. Trent Jr. stripped in the paint. Chris Boucher was there to collect the turnover, but we have a call being made, and I think it's charged to Niang, is it? Either way, I believe Trent Jr. drawing the foul. Shake Milton comes out for Philadelphia. And yes, it'll be side out for the Raptors. So, oh no, never mind. We are shooting. Shooting foul right now. Trent Jr., he'll have a chance for 2 free throws here, which would be good enough to tie the game. All right, I'm starting to see the Philadelphia 76ers fans rolling. I love it, man. I love it. We've been talking crazy on this stream, so, I get it. You guys tell us we live in 2019. I won't sound off right now. I'll save that for later, but I do appreciate the support from anyone who's watching along. Trent Jr. hits both, which ties up the game. Let's go. Tyrese Maxey carrying it up floor. Outlets to Paul Reed. Paul Reed trying to work on Thaddeus Young, and he does. That was a pretty impressive offensive move there for a guy who's known as just perimeter defense, occasional three-pointer. But getting the better of Thad Young there. Siakam throws it down to Thad Young in the paint. Oh, the interior passing to the dunk to who other than Chris Boucher. He's been on fire. But Siakam to Thad to Chris, the cutting, the passing. Man, you got a positionless front court when you can string together plays like that. Thing of beauty. And then Trent Jr. getting his hand in on the ball there as Harden loses it out of bounds. I think it's last touch Raptors, but solid defense, taking the O to the D again. Reversing it today. But wow, that was nice. And I got to say, no one moves better off ball than Chris Boucher. I say it all the time, but what another great example there for the Canadian. Reed misses, gets his offensive rebound back, misses that as well. They're going to say a goal. It was in the cylinder, so a goaltend, I believe. Yeah, it was hanging up on the rim. I honestly don't think it was going to go down, but Chris Boucher bats it out when it was in the cylinder. Yeah, it was gonna pop out anyways, but that'll be a good bucket for Paul Reed. I don't think this is the guy that's going to consistently torch us, but let's see. Ooh, Siakam giving Reed a little bit of his own medicine there, kissing it high off the glass, going right at him, gets the important bucket for Toronto. Making sure I haven't missed any super chats. Green misses the floater. Boucher with the rebound. And they're going to say, yeah, he draws the foul. He's pushed out of bounds by the Philly press there. And what a sequence for Chris. This guy's been a total X factor for Toronto. I know we're down 3-0, but he's been the most energetic and consistent part of any rotation we've put out there. And that was a block, actually. That wasn't just a miss by Danny Green. That was another block by Boucher. He's having one of those games, folks. Book it. He's having one of those games. Niang checks out. That's a weak defensive link there. Scottie inbounds it. It's with Trent Jr. Trent Jr. over to Thad, over to Siakam. Sets the pick. Pascal with it on the perimeter. Driving in at Reed, pulling back. Taking the mid-range J and kissing it off the glass. Hey, there we go. Man. Bank is open on a Saturday. Pascal Siakam getting it to go from distance over a good contest from Paul Reed. Harris loses his footing there a little bit, slips up, but gets it out safely to Danny Green, who hands it off to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey kicking down to Harden. Harden driving on the baseline. And then Chris Boucher, the deflection to Pascal Siakam. This guy's defensively locked in. Take the D to the O, boys. Oh, there we go. Scottie Barnes for three. Oh, that was a brick, Scottie. That was a brick. Taking big momentum shots there, but he misses. The floater for Maxey, no, misses. Off the front of the rim. Raptors are going back the other way. Trent Jr. enters the zone, takes a shot. The mid-range from the foul line is good over James Harden, who's looking distraught, man. I love it. I love it. I said it earlier, guys. If there was ever a team, we lose this game, we lose this game. But if there was ever a team that would be down to cough up a 3-0 lead in a series, it would be Doc Rivers, James Harden, and Joel Embiid. Man. You got some world-class choking there, and then you throw in Tobias Harris making $36 million to it. Nah, you ain't built for it. You ain't built for it. Let me see. You know what? Actually, I don't even want to mention these metrics too much. I'm not a superstitious guy, but I'm not going to get into how many teams have done it, who they were. We won't dive into that stuff yet. Let's just take care of the game that's in front of us. And if you are watching this, reminder to show some love and drop a like spike. Help get this video re-recommended to everyone who could potentially see it. I want to get Sixers fans, Raptors fans, Bulls fans, Bucks fans, Memphis fans. I don't care who you cheer for, man. Get in here, watch along. We got a fun game today. Raptors with their backs against the wall in Toronto. And I hope Drake's in attendance. He told Joel Embiid he was going to be here tonight. Where you at, Drake? I want to see Drake there. This guy, I swear, he's always there for our peaking moments when he can chirp opposing superstars and, come from a position of power and talk trash, which I understand. It's his image. It's what he does, the genuine kind of, it helps out this team. He was living rent-free in Mike Budenholzer's head that whole Bucks series after he gave Nick Nurse the massage. It was hilarious. I thought Drake actually influenced the psyche a little bit of some of the stars and staff of the other team. Just a little bit. But that alone is impressive. Anyhow, I hope he showed up tonight because obviously there's a realistic chance he gets swept. We haven't played great against Philadelphia. Barnes is back, which is an X factor. But you got to meet with reality here. And the reality is you have played terrible over the first 3 games. So Drake knows that. Embiid was talking garbage. Drake, I hope you're there to back up your Raptors because you can't keep just popping out when we're winning. You got to be here a little bit more consistently. And I know he made that joke when he was at the NBA Awards. He's like, I got 2 teams I cheer for. The Toronto Raptors, the team from my home city, and whoever's winning at that point in time. And it couldn't be more accurate. I actually think he has a Warriors tattoo. I'm not kidding. I think he's got I believe it's KD's number as well as Steph's. So it's 30 and 35 in this Golden State Warriors tattoo. Look it up on Google. I think he actually does have a Warriors tattoo, which is kind of I wish I didn't know that. Magnetic saying nothing but love for Ghost Pepper P. Yeah, I'm happy that someone's showing him the love because these days it hasn't really been me. But I did bet him to get a double-double tonight. So obviously there's some faith there and hope. And, like I said, I'll never cheer against the Raptors, even though I try to give business-friendly takes in terms of what I think is actually going to help the team. I'm also not always right. I hope that Pascal Siakam can come out here and be that number 1 playoff option that we always hoped he would grow into. And regardless of whether he does, you got to commend the developments he's made nonetheless. We got Super Chat going on. And this is coming in from Marcel Martin, the one and only, saying Scottie Barnes winning Rookie of the Year makes everything okay. Our season was officially a success. And that's a very, very, very generous Super Chat there from Marcel. So thank you for the tip, brother. And I think you're right. I mean, Obviously, I want to take care of this season. I think we're better than, even maybe we realize right now. Maybe we'll look back at this team one day and be like, wow, there was actually a lot of sneaky star power on that team, even though it was younger. I want to do things now, but I also agree that Scottie winning this Rookie of the Year is something that when people say the 2022-23 season, it won't just be like thinking of the Tampa year where it's like, man, that was a blur. So happy it's done. You can look back and say, we had a Rookie of the Year. We made the playoffs. There was some highlights here and there. Siakam got 2 or 3 triple doubles. Fred made the All-Star game. There are actual accolades that will back up the Raptors having a pretty special season in some ways. So, history was made nonetheless, but I'm looking to see it go even a little bit further right now. And thank you again, Marcel. 38-34, Toronto up by 4. Just over 7 minutes to go. Trent Jr. on the perimeter with it. Thad sets the pick. Trent Jr. thought about the 3. Gives it to Siakam, who glides in and gets blocked by Embiid. And they're going to call a foul. All right, Joel, don't complain. You can't change the call. Doc, stop complaining. Joel hates when people do that. He hates it, man. It's not cool. Right, Joel? Yeah, sometimes the clown makeup just puts itself on, Embiid? Dummy. Siakam at the free throw line, shoots and hits. 39-34. Mustafa saying, shout out Courtside Digest. Shout out Marcel, who's been absolutely pulling on Courtside Digest. You guys got to go over there and check out his other NBA live streams and content he's putting out weekly. Siakam hits both. Yep. Love to see that. 7 minutes to go until half. All right, James Harden with it at the logo. Drives, kicks it over there to Danny Green and gets it right back. He's matched up with Van Vliet. Shoots over Fred, but misses that, and Chris Boucher collects a defensive rebound, hands it off to Trent Jr. They're letting Gary initiate the offense a lot tonight. He shoots the mid-range, misses that, fights for his own offensive rebound, bats it out. Boucher fighting for the... Oh my God, man. What hustle, though, dude? What hustle? It goes out of bounds off Chris Boucher, but just battling for that O-Reb. Not giving up at all. Him and Trent Jr. I'm liking the off-ball energy. It's great. Their pursuit right now is on a new level. It's looking inspiring. They got to maintain this. Take it game by game, play by play. You're literally the better team. Joel Embiid shooting over Thad Young. Man, what a shot. Look, as much as Joel Embiid's a freak in nature, he's just huge. We got to give him his respect too, is developing some finesse. I'm not going to give him too much respect, but he's been hitting shots that I don't think he would have hit a few years ago. Chris just misses the reverse, but Thad Young there to tap in the miss. Little offensive putback for Thaddeus Young. 42-36. The Raptors are just all over the effort plays right now, and that's the difference in the game. More offensive rebounds by a deficit, I believe, of 6-4, and we have 7 second chance points. They have 0 at the moment. Raptors taking care of the glass. Danny Green misses the 3. Battling for the rebound. Great job. Siakam snatches it away from Green. We're off to the races offensively. Hands it off to Van Vliet. Van Vliet back to Siakam. Siakam for 3. Misses. But the offensive rebound batted out by Young. Van Vliet to Trent Jr. Hey! Knocks it down. Let's go. Man, you guys know I got a bet on that too. Check that out in the bottom left-hand corner. Come on, Gary. Keep heating up. Keep heating up. And then Danny Green misses the corner 3. That was very uncontested too. So looking like they're losing a little bit of air in their tires. Siakam bricks a 3, man. The three-pointer has been off for Pascal. And then a foul there in the half court. And Fred Van Vliet ripping his jersey off. What are you doing, Fred? Fred, what are you doing? What just happened to Fred? Yo, I'm so confused. We were just building up momentum, and yeah, there was a foul call, but what happened to Van Vliet? Ripping his jersey down the seam? I mean, I don't hate the intensity. I'm just, curious why. To be honest, I'd probably rather him see him be a little bit more level-headed, but they're saying Fred injury. Harden gets to the rim, gets the bucket. All right, you know what? Fred's been struggling a little bit anyways. Obviously, I think we're a better team with him on the court, but, let's get him some rest. Hopefully he's okay, not actually injured. Ooh! Bro, off ball, Chris Boucher is lights out. Man, who cares about needing to create your own offense when you can just do it without the ball? Chris Boucher, amazing stuff. And then we get the turnover on the other end. Trent Jr. for three, knocks it down. Oh, that's electric, man. Scottie Barnes strumming the air guitar on the sideline. The whole crowd's going nuts. Oh my God, taking the D to the O. You guys know what that equals, man. It's simple addition. Success for the Raptors. This team's too long and athletic to not get rewarded for pushing the ball, especially off of a turnover. Chris Boucher, the undercut, off ball, gets it, dunk. Wow, I'm hammered off the bagged milk right now, guys. Absolutely inebriated on the bagged milk. Canadian showing out. Montreal, stand up. Okay, Artisan in the chat saying, thank you, get FVV out of here. So you said it a little bit more bluntly than I would have. But yeah, of course, I don't think we're consistently a better team without Fred VanVleet, but I still think that Philadelphia is just a terrible matchup for him. He's had good regular season games against them, but in the playoffs, when they can really key in on talent, and Fred's our only formal all-star, he's going to get some of that attention. And when you cut in on Philadelphia in the middle of the paint, they're long. They are long everywhere. Tyrese Maxey is their smallest player, and he still has Fred's number defensively. So, it's a bad matchup for him. And I think he could still figure it out. But right now, I think him, hopefully he just, had something that feels a little like sore or maybe tweaked it for a second. Nothing like actually that's going to keep him out long term. But just sit him down, get him a breather, get him a refresher. The group you have out right now seems to be finding chemistry. You still got a lot of playmaking in Scottie Barnes, Pascal Siakam, even Thad Young's a very underrated playmaker. We should be able to figure this out without Fred at the moment because he's been really lackluster, for lack of better words. But what the play is back here, and I do hope Fred's okay. FYI. Over there to James Harden throws it down to Embiid, and then they throw it back over half, man. The Sixers offense looking completely discombobulated. And we got a super chat from Marcel Martin saying, we need to win this for Scottie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We definitely do. I'm with that, man. I thought we would have came out a little hotter after he got, hurt in game 1, but the revenge tour can start now. That's fine. He got back just in time for it, actually. James Harden on the perimeter with it right now. Throws it down to the high post where Embiid... Oh, wow, man. Embiid, bro. That's crazy. OG Anunoby playing like the best defense possible on Embiid. The Raptors need to do everything they can to get OG Anunoby to stay on Joel Embiid defensively. They're going to try to get those switches all day long. Ooh! Pascal Siakam gets loose but misses a left-handed layup there. He was at mock speed trying to get that one to go. And then Tobias Harris answers with a layup hard to the rack on the other end of his own. 50-42. 3 minutes to go until halftime at the moment. Thad Young to Chris Boucher. Chris Boucher, bro, you are a star. I love it. Mr. Hustle. Like, actually, this guy, he is doing everything that the Raptors supporting cast has refused to do this whole series. And he's done it since game 1. And now that everyone seems to be getting on that same energetic page, Chris is just continuing to shine. But I think he's leading by example. He's forcing people to cut and run with him. He's taking the offensive pace into his own hands. I love it. And he checks out of the game for the time being. But, man, round of applause for Chris Boucher. Stand up, all of Canada. Trent Jr. takes the pick there from Scottie Barnes. It was a nice screen. Trent Jr. pulls back on Niang, shoots the mid-range, misses that. And then they're going to call a loose ball foul. Scottie Barnes drawing it. Beautiful stuff. Man, having that rookie back, I don't care that he's 20 years old, is making a big-time difference. And guys, if you are watching this right now, do me a big favor. If you're a Philly fan, a Raptors fan, a whoever fan, drop a like, show love. Just happy to be watching NBA basketball today. And the more Raptors games we get, the happier I am. So let's hope we can take care of business. Scottie Barnes at the line. Hits the free throw. This game's been fun. This game's been fun. Scottie hits the second as well. I want to say those are his first 2 points, but I'm not 100% sure. Tobias getting pressured by Scottie, and then Thad Young, oh my God, jumps the pass there and turns over the Sixers. That was great conjoined effort there by Thaddeus Young and Scottie Barnes. OG backing into the post. Wow, that's a grown man move. He loses it though. Shoots it back out to Trent Jr. Back out to OG. OG for three. Off the offensive rim, and then it's corralled by the Sixers who take it onto offense themselves. Harden gets the ball, and they're going to say there's a foul before he went up for that drive. So it should be side out Sixers here. Gregory Wilson saying OG needs to take over. Ramaz saying, come on, OG. I like that OG was just physically challenging the Sixers, like letting them feel it on defense, like taking it right at them the way Joel Embiid tries to take it at us. And OG's a beast, man. Like one of the best athletic bodies in the league. He's a freak. Speaking of that, he's guarding Harden, and Harden offloads it down there to Embiid. Great defensive rotation by the Raptors. Great job to make up a whole baseline there by OG Anunoby, but Tyrese Maxey with just a better offense at the moment knocks down the J. 1:45 to go. 52-44. Toronto in the bonus. Scottie Barnes with the ball covered by Niang. Don't let Niang press you like that, Scottie. Trent Jr. has it now. Thad Young sets the pick. Trent Jr. back to Thad. Thad, open three. Misses that, and it's rebounded by Harris. Sixers take it onto offense. Joel Embiid and one in the paint. That was a great entry pass there by James Harden. Got inside position on the Raptors, and man, when you're that big, like, that's the only thing, even though I do agree with the philosophy of, okay, maybe we will just only pick up mobile centers that can fit that positionless basketball mold. And to say that this year is a very fair test of positionless basketball, yo, bro, that's some weird crap that Joel Embiid's doing on the ground, man. That's some weird crap. Whatever. Joel, you are literally a clown. You are a clown, fam. Like everything that... Oh my God. I can't deal with this guy. You've been in way too many memes to be acting like that, my boy. He hits the free throw, though, so that completes a 3-point play. We are up by 5 with just over a minute to go. Man, I lost my train of thought beforehand. This guy is... He's something else. I'm telling you, he's actually A1 comedy, though. And I don't know if it's always on purpose. Pascal Siakam bobbles the ball, and it's out of bounds off of the Raptors. The refs are officiating it, even though Siakam's passionately pleading his case here. Doesn't matter. Sixers have the ball on offense now. It ends up at Niang. The entry pass there to Embiid, and great defense by Scottie Barnes. Amazing. Just kept his body straight. And the length of those arms. Getting the ball on the way up for that take. And then OG is fouled at the other end. Taking the D to the O. He'll be shooting 2. 45 seconds left. Miss Melina saying Barnes deserved Rookie of the Year. 100%. 100%. I'm putting my flames on here. 110%. And if you look at the advanced metrics too, like Scottie Barnes versus top 10 defenses is like plus 31. And then Cade Cunningham versus top 10 defenses is like minus 71. And Evan Mobley's like minus 50. And look, Evan Mobley didn't have an amazing post All-Star break. He was still one of the best rookies, but like it didn't compare to what Scottie was doing in Toronto. And I know Mobley got hurt for a little bit as well. And I don't want to go right on to like I'm celebrating by spiting other people. But literally hold this L, Cleveland fans. We got the Rookie of the Year. I love it. I love it. No love lost with Cleveland either. Cleveland, the Heat, and these days the Sixers, no love lost. But I also, in the same breath, do want to say Evan Mobley's a special defensive talent. He's very good. He's very good. But I think of Scottie Barnes as like, you know, this guy's got like a LeBron James body and skill set. And if you think that's stupid, go look at the cross comparison of the rookie stats. Go look at what the stars say about Scottie. Go look at what Magic Johnson said about Scottie. This isn't really, you know, maybe ambitious, but it's not. This is not ridiculous take here. Toronto fans got a gift at 4th overall. So Fred VanVleet sustained a left hip strain. Okay, yeah. So they're going to reevaluate his health status at halftime and keep everyone updated. But I got to be honest right now, Fred VanVleet, maybe even be cautious tonight. Like, I do think you make us a better team, but you just don't match up Philadelphia well, and you've been in a slump. And if you're even the littlest bit hurt, maybe not the move tonight when we got to win. Thad Young from the corner misses that, but Scottie Barnes shouts out the rook again, doing a good job of setting up his teammate there. The rookie and the vet can't connect on the play for a bucket, though. So Philadelphia has the ball currently with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. This will be the final possession of the first half. Harden to Embiid. Embiid driving. And yep, that was all ball. That was all ball, Embiid. And then, oh my God, OG Anunoby jacks it up from beyond half court and gets it to at least hit around the backboard box. But, that's no good either. Either way, Toronto going into halftime up 54-49. Man, I got to get my Flames on for that. Love it, love it, love it. John saying, need Embiid to have a diarrhea moment. Pull out the old Paul Pierce. I'd love to see that. I think he's always good for one of those at some point. I hope at 4 different points, actually. See you in 7, Joel. But guys, I will take a moment here to tell you guys about the BetStamp app. So obviously you see the logo there in the top left. You see my bets in the top or in the bottom left. So basically the BetStamp app, especially for Ontario residents who want to start doing online sports betting, as of April 4th, you have a ton of different options. If you guys want to go and check out some of these options, go to betstamp.app/Ontario. And then when it prompts you to put in a promo code, use referral code Raptors, and you will see a list of all the sports books that are available in the province for you. Or if you're elsewhere, it should show your available books. Actually, never mind, it won't. But if you go into the app and go to the bet link feature, it'll show you all your available books. But either way, guys, there is a ton of bonuses right now where you can put up to $500 in and get it completely matched by the book. There are so many different deals that are once-in-a-lifetime offers for Ontario residents. It will only be regulated once, and the best way to get access to these deals is through BetStamp and using the referral code Raptors, all capitals, when you sign up on the app, or you go to betstamp.app/Ontario. There's a whole spectrum of pricing for betting in the world. I'm telling you, Tiger Woods to win the Masters. I love this example. Plus 8,000 at Caesars Sportsbook. Then you look at him at Barstool Sportsbook, plus 3,500. That's over double the value at Caesars, but someone who only uses one sportsbook would never know that. People are so price particular, but not when it comes to betting. I don't know why this is. It seems that, as soon as we place a bet, we just accept that that's fun and, we'll kiss that money goodbye. And honestly, I think that's an important mentality to have when, betting for amusement. And that's a very good thing. But at the same time, if you can just bet it at somewhere that would give you better value, like why wouldn't you? Whether you're betting for fun, for profit, for whatever, just get the best line available. I feel like it's a no-brainer, and BetStamp helps to facilitate that. So shouts out to everyone who's already on BetStamp. I've seen we've had some users on our sign-up code. Follow me on the marketplace, and you can get access to all my picks. Let me see how they're doing right now. I'll do a box score check. Hey, okay. And Trent Jr. actually already just hit. So over 2.5 3-pointers for Gary. Cha-ching. Get my money falling down. Where's my animation at? But like I said, follow me on BetStamp, code Raptors. If you miss it during registration, you can go and put it in under account details. This has been a long ad plug, but I appreciate all my listeners. And, we're here for the value of the better. It's a genuine, great tool for people that are interested in online sports betting and are just sports fans in general. But to give you guys a box score read for the Raptors here. So VanVleet, 14 minutes, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. He is out with, I believe, as a strained left hip. They're evaluating him now, and we'll get an update before the second half begins. OG only has 2 points, but he's got 4 rebounds, and he's got no defensive stats. I thought he might have, but anyhow, he's 0 of 6 from the floor. Not OG's night. I didn't think I wanted to bet on him, funny enough. Trust your gut, I guess. Siakam, 16 and 5. I do have him on the double-double, so that's on pace too. Let's hope that he can get there. He's 6 of 11, so over 50%. That's beautiful. He has not hit a 3, and he's missed 3 attempts. it's off for him at the moment, man. He was bricking out there, unfortunately, but he picks up a block. He only has one turnover and one personal foul. I would say a very, very solid first half for Pascal Siakam. Trent Jr., leading scorer currently for the Raptors. He's got 17 points, 5 of 11 from the floor, 3 of 7 from the three-point line. He's got a block and only one turnover as well. So doing great things there. Those two, very happy with that. Scottie Barnes, very impactful, influential 13 minutes, even though he only has 2 points, 5 rebounds. He's only shot once. He has 2 free throws made. And I swear, man, he has some defensive stats in here. I don't know why it says he doesn't at the moment. But speaking of defensive stats, 2 steals and 1 block for Thad Young just in that first half. He's got 8 points to go with it. 3 rebounds. And I actually noticed for a second there, Thad Young looked like he was having a pretty good pick and roll dynamic, a bit of chemistry blossoming between him and Trent Jr. Not really the duo you would expect to play well off of each other, but they definitely were there in that first half. And the Scottie Barnes, Chris Boucher, and who was it? And Thad Young again, connecting on a beautiful tic-tac-toe play. Your front court pieces passing the ball like that and moving off ball. Let me just say it again. Moving off ball. Nothing drives a teammate more crazy than when you have the ball, especially as the point guard, and none of your big men are cutting, none of them are diving, rolling. Like, you got to go and mess up Philly's interior offense. And if you're completely stagnant, they're going to shut you down. Think about Philly's size, but think about their lack of mobility. If you aren't moving off ball offensively, then damn, you are going to get swept. But tonight, we are moving off ball offensively, and I think that starts and begins with Chris Boucher, who's been a catalyst for the Raptors all series, despite having the rest of the team having a terrible first 3 games. Looking like we're coming closer to piecing it together, but we've had good first halves, folks. This isn't necessarily new in this series. Let's close out, and as Marcel says, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. So stay tuned for the finish, and if you're here right now, I appreciate you. I value all the support and attention. And drop a like if you're able. Much appreciated. And I'll take a quick gander at the 76ers box score. So Joel Embiid has 8. He's 3 of 10 from the floor. And he's got to have a few turnovers. He only has 1, actually. So I stand corrected. But Raptors doing a good job on him. I know the game plan coming into Game 3 was very clearly, and this seems obvious, but we were letting Joel Embiid get the ball somewhat low in the post. And we were just sending double teams and triple teams. Now we seem to be caring a lot more about where that entry point is. Instead of giving him immediate post advantage, it seems like now the Raptors are trying to get him to catch the ball above the free throw line because that gives them more time to send help defense, more time for them to recover. And Joel Embiid's I notice he picks up his dribble really early. And credit to him, he's very long, he's very strong, he's getting quite good at basketball. All those things make him still a deadly threat when he picks up the dribble at the free throw line. But still, if you can send even one help defender as he's picked up his dribble, there's a good chance you can throw him completely off. So, sorry, I'm just getting a phone call there on the side. But, man, people got to know. The Raptors are on TV, brother. How do you not know? I'm in a live stream right now. But, yes, Nick Nurse making that coaching adjustment last game. We still lost last game. Joel Embiid obviously hitting a dagger, bro. I still feel pain from that one. But, hey, we seem to have a decent approach tonight. But keep it consistent. Like I said, this isn't new. We've had good first halves. We've had great first quarters. Let's put together a good 4 quarters and get a much-needed win at home, and we take it from there. I won't mention Doc Rivers' record when they're up 3-1 in a series. I won't mention it, but, you guys can go look it up. Let's get it to that deficit. Let's ride momentum. Let's see where it goes. Anyhow, Tobias Harris, 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. 4 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range. He's turned over the ball once and has 1 block. I wanted to clown Tobias Harris way more than I've been able to. He's still overpaid, but man, I had custom animations cooked up for this man stealing $36 million from the Sixers. Yeah, I think I even removed it from my OBS right now. He was playing too good. I can't bring it out. I got to respect the fact that he's been a thorn in our sides pretty well this whole series. Danny Green, former Raptor, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. He's 1 of 3 from three-point range. Pretty stagnant quarter for him, or half. Tyrese Maxey, 20 minutes and 4 points, 1 of 4 from the floor, 0 of 2 from 3, and he's got 1 turnover. it is just so nice to see Tyrese Maxey not going off on us. Like, I don't even know what the defensive adjustment would have been there. I haven't noticed anything explicit. Guys, you let me know in the chat if you have. But man, he's been, you know, you want to talk about a thorn in your side. This guy's been a sword in my side. Like, he's insane. I have a whole new respect for Tyrese Maxey. I already knew he was a baller, but doing it on the playoff stage around other superstars, I'm impressed, to say the least, even though tonight we found a way to temper him. And then the leading scorer is James Harden with 12 points currently in 20 minutes with 1 rebound, 5 assists, 3 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, and 1 steal and 1 block. He has turned over the ball twice. So that's the statistical wrap of the first half. And guys, go ahead and throw some hot takes down in the chat. I'm curious to hear what you guys thought. The call-in option, you know, I don't have the technical capabilities to do that. If you guys did call in, like, I would basically need to make it so that the chat could hear you, but I couldn't. It's just going to be tough. And these are the playoffs, so I want to keep these streams as professional and well done as I possibly can. I hope you all understand. But put those hot takes in the chat, and I will be reading them out loud and sharing them for you. Still sipping on coffee. I guess I really did wake up, like, what, 2 hours ago? Nah, that was a little earlier than that. Ramaz, unfortunately, I can't do the hot takes through my phone. My phone speaker's shot. Like, it's, you know how everyone's always like, yo, bro, turn up your phone whenever we do it? My phone was fully blasted. But like I said, I worked a landscaping job for a long time before I ended up working at Betstamp. And for those people who show up to a job site every day, you know that. Like, you got sand in your pockets just from working. You got dust. You got dirt. Like, you got everything in there. And, you know, it's just not a healthy environment in a laborer's pocket for a cell phone. So and it's like 3 to 4 years old. I got to go and get an upgrade, man. It's bad. So unfortunately, I cannot do any call-ins, but like I said, throw the hot takes in the chat, guys. Please do. I'm going to look for them right now. Pull up the chat on a more clear view. Ramaz saying Ramadan is the best. Well, you know, some athletes seem to have played amazing during Ramadan. Kyrie, Hamzat Chimaev in the UFC. He was fasting and went 3 rounds with Gilbert Burns and whooped them. Man, oh man. Yeah, Ramadan's doing absolute wonders for some athletes out there. Holly Molly saying, let's go Raptors. We need to show some heart. I'm with you, man. Let's be consistent. Or Holly Molly. That's Holy Moly. I don't know why I read that as Holly Molly. Holy moly. Ramaz telling me to get the iPhone 12. I should, man. I want to start streaming on an iPhone because I swear these new iPhone cameras are like as good as like a Canon. Like, it's crazy. They are so high quality. I feel like if I get that, I'll just start streaming through my phone. I know that's what Zach does, who does Leafs Digest with me. Seems sort of like it's the move. Mike Vick. Okay, this is a genuine hot take here. Mike Vick is saying, I've been watching games in the NBA. I'm convinced NBA games are rigged. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Damn. Mike Vick coming for Adam Silver's head right now. Oh, I'm lagging, eh? Okay, hold on one sec. I assume you guys can still hear me, but I'm just going to re-add my camera. Oh, I think we're back. Okay, yeah. No, I am still not back. One sec. Let me add this. Apologies, guys. At least this happened at halftime and not at a more inconvenient moment. Okay. Let's go. Video capture device. I'm doing a little live adjustments in the middle of playoffs. Call me Nick Nurse. Okay, where's my camera? I just added it. Okay. One second. Try one more thing here. This should be fairly easy to fix. Don't want to jinx myself here, but Bro, where's the camera? Okay, I'm going to remove that. And I am adding my camera back right now. Apologies to everyone who is patiently waiting in the chat, but halftime still currently in progress. Now, why on earth? That is so confusing. Okay, one sec. Hey, there we go. All right, we back. Apologies for that, guys. I have no answer as to why those things happen, but you know, sometimes OBS just decides it wants the day off when it's Raptors game day in the playoffs. I don't know why. Wish I could tell you. Wish I could fix it permanently, but sometimes you just got to adjust on the fly. And thank you again for everyone who was patient throughout that. And I'm still currently adjusting. Oh my God, I'm trying to grab the other layer. Come on now. There we go. Great success. Very nice. I'm a perfectionist, guys. I got to get this at the exact dimensions. Okay. And we are nearly good here. I'm just moving it down, and voila. We're back. Thank you again for everyone who patiently waited through that. Do me a favor if you can, drop a like spike, show some love. I got the best community on YouTube. I always say it, but I truly, truly do mean that. All right, so 54-49. It is a two-possession game, but I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Raptors. And even though Scottie Barnes isn't exactly stuffing the stat sheet, I mean, he does have 5 rebounds, which is quite impactful. I will say that his presence, his IQ, his defense, it's all been very noticeable, and that's another reason the Raptors are up right now. But I don't care about no first half. It's about how you finish. Let's close it out. Tyrese Maxey crosses half with it. He's guarded by Trent Jr. The pick comes. He gets loose out to the corner. Danny Green. Man, can you... Bro, the Raptors were just like dummies in a drill there. Like, be a little bit more conscious defensively of what's going on and start jumping picks. Like, that is stupid. Barnes over there to Achua. And by my reaction, I'm sure you can tell, Danny Green did hit that 3. But we have the ball back right now. Trent Jr. pump fake, goes up in the mid-range, just misses, rebounded by Harris. Gary does seem to have like that shot hunting instinct back up now, which I'm very happy about. Embiid gets double teamed, tries to go cross court. He does. Achua there to immediately press out on the perimeter. You love to see that. Precious Achua, a 4-5 player, guarding Maxey, who's a true speedy point guard. Can't stop Tobias Harris though. He goes up and ties up the game. OG Anunoby. Oh, beautiful pass to Barnes, who gets it off an and-one play. Oh, finishing with the left, but a beautiful bounce pass into the zone. Finding Scottie Barnes down low in the post, kissing it off the glass. There we go. Love to see it. Love to see it. And that foul is charged to Tobias Harris. Yo, Scottie's got some blood on his jersey. What is up with that? Hits the first free throw. 57-54. Nice three-point play from the Rook. The Rook of the year. Tyrese Maxey throws it over there to Harris. Harris to Joel Embiid. And that's out of... Okay, yeah, that's out off of Toronto. They're going to say Achua touched it last. But good defensive pressure there by Precious, a.k.a. the Big Sneeze. Harden throws it into Joel there. Harden throws it back over to Tobias. Tobias is driving, kicking to the corner. Danny Green, corner 3. He misses that. It's rebounded there by Gary Trent Jr. Scottie Barnes makes a move on Danny Green. Kicks it out to OG. OG for 3. Oh, man. Good job by Scottie, though. Noticing OG had enough time and space to take a set three-pointer, even though it doesn't go. Fighting for post position. Anunoby And then, wow, Joel Embiid, man. Very impressive. But Joel, don't complain to the refs. You said not to do that. And then, hey, answering right away is OG Anunoby. Bro, that's what happens when they don't have Joel Embiid to clog up the paint. He was too busy complaining to the official at the other end, and OG just goes right down Broadway and slams a dunk. Yes, sir. Big bucket. Yeah, no one wanted to jump with him. And then, oh, beautiful anticipation in the lane. Gary Trent Jr. gets the steal and the run-out dunk, the D to the O. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's great anticipation, great game plan, and just frustrating Joel Embiid. I believe he was the one that threw that cross-court pass. He was. Hey, Raptors slowly working their way back into that man's kitchen. You guys give me a score prediction in the chat here. I want to hear what you guys are thinking. Drop them below. I'll read them out as they come in. Oh, man. A little bit off topic. Very happy with the way Blue Jays have started the season. They're going to be playing today at 4. They've been great. They've been awesome. I know they had a lot of expectations, but currently 9-5. Vladdy Guerrero's been great. We picked up a few new catchers this season who have looked really good. Zach Collins has impressed me a ton. I believe Zimmer, who we picked up from the Guardians, went deep last night as well. Hey, man, this team, especially at full health, is ridiculous. A lot of things for Toronto fans to cheer about right now. I obviously get it. We are on the back end of a 3-0 series, but Scottie Barnes is now back. We are currently winning this game, and he's the Rookie of the Year. Fred VanVleet, the first undrafted player to be an all-star since like Moses Malone or something. I can't remember who. But some history made nonetheless in the 6th this year, and we'll see what the Jays can do. I'm just excited for all of it and what the Leafs can do as well. Austin Matthews, he has 58 goals right now. He broke Rick Vive's record. We're seeing history in the making there. In my opinion, he's like a shoo-in to win the Hart Trophy. A lot of different things for Toronto sports fans to be happy about right now. And the Raptors aren't done. The Raptors are not done. But I will just once again soak up this moment of being very happy for the Rookie of the Year, Scotland Wayne Barnes. Orlando writes saying league don't want to see a fully healthy Jays. You know what's so cool, Orlando? Is I find that with the Blue Jays, because they have so much star-studded power and they have a guy like Vlad Guerrero who is, you know, honestly like the next coming of Miguel Cabrera, or you could even directly compare him to his father and Vladdy Guerrero Sr. Now, this guy is Hall of Famer comparables, ridiculous WAR, best hitter in baseball. Because of that and the kind of cast that we have on the team, we get talked about a whole lot on the MLB Network and by American news. And so it's cool because, like, obviously I'm most committed to the Raptors fan base, where I'm always keeping up with what ESPN's saying, what NBC Sports is saying, you know, whatever American broadcast, what Fox Sports, whatever broadcast it happens to be. I'm always listening for what they think of the Raptors. And the Jays, more than any team in Toronto for sure, get their tires pumped by the American media. And I mean, late 90s, they went back to back, so that helps. You know, you're taken as a pretty serious organization at that point. You got championship prowess, or like at least that kind of decorated history. Being a Jays fan, you can't complain about too much, honestly. Like, the American media shows them their love, and how could you not? Vladdy Guerrero, Bo Bichette's like the Canadian Derek Jeter. Hey, I know it's a Raptors game, but guys, don't get me talking about my Jays. I get excited about that stuff. All right, Tyrese Maxey crosses half. He's guarded by Scottie Barnes. Scottie checking Tyrese. Tyrese takes a shot, misses, just rolls out. Good defense by Scottie. And he gets the rebound too, brings it up court to Siakam. Siakam guarded by Embiid, the old Cameroon matchup. Gets it to OG. OG, nice little move. Good inning in the paint. Gets stripped though by Harden. That's his second steal of the game, third defensive stat overall. And then Tyrese Maxey taking the D to the O for the Sixers. They get a bucket in transition, and Siakam favoring, I think, his left knee there for a second. He seems okay. He's got the ball. Tobias Harris guarding him. Spinning, kicking to the corner. No look pass by Barnes to Achua, who cuts to the rim, and they're going to call it a skip step Travel? That was the funniest travel call I've ever seen. The referee did a little like skip, step, shudder as he did the travel sign. That's hilarious. But not really funny that Precious turns over the ball there. That sucks. Tobias Harris jacks up a three, just grazes the rim, almost an air ball, and Gary Trent Jr. corrals the rebound. He has it on the perimeter. Throws it over there to Siakam. Siakam driving in. Oh, man, the help defense for Embiid has Siakam like crapping his pants. But we get the ball back. Trent Jr. misses the three. We get the ball back again. It's tapped out. Achua for three, misses. Oh. Rebound corralled by Maxey. Harden has it now. Out to the corner. Danny Green is like fourth corner three of the game, but he misses that. He's only made one this matchup so far. Let's keep him out of a rhythm, because if a role player like Danny Green gets hot, you're in a little bit of trouble. Up by 3 points right now. Rookie of the year with the ball. Jacks up a three. Misses. I don't hate that shot for Scottie, but we're on a bit of a drought right now. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Tyrese Maxey pulls Siakam out a little bit on the perimeter. Kicks it over there to James Harden, who's guarded by Scottie Barnes. There goes Scottie. Cuts off that drive at first. Oh, Harden gets an edge, and then Scottie with a pretty intelligent foul. He's really pleading his case, though. I think he's going to try to argue that James hooked him. Hooked his arm in there. But I do think that I would have called that as a foul as well, despite a good defensive effort from the Rook. Mike, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really do appreciate it. Man, a lot of people showing love. It's great. Scottie Barnes still arguing with the official there. Magnetic saying Raps in 7. Yes, sir. I'm with you, buddy. I am with you. Whole team looks with you right now. They got an inspired effort going on tonight. We're in a bit of a shooting drought here the last couple possessions, but you can't complain about the energy. If we're going to get outskilled, whatever. But this team hasn't brought it off ball, hasn't brought it in a lot of ways, but tonight we're looking to correct those. And we have been. Siakam, that's out off the Sixers last. Beautiful. That's the call made. Yeah, that was off Tobias's heel, I think. So, Toronto waiting to inbound the ball in the second here. 7:36 in the third. Barnes looking for a inbound. Okay, beautiful. So Scottie gets the ball safely to Precious Achiuwa, who is fouled on the entry pass there by James Harden. It'll be side out for Toronto again. OG is the inbounder. Throws it to Scottie, who's guarded by Danny Green. It's an interesting defensive matchup on the Sixers' part. I don't think it's ridiculous, but interesting. Achiuwa with it on the perimeter. Gets a little bit of space from Harden, but decides to hand off to Siakam, who takes a really deep three and gets it to go off the glass. Oh my God, Pascal, bro, you are crazy. You are crazy. That is not your shot, but the glass making it his shot there. What am I saying? I can't take credit away from him. That's a big bucket, 64-60. Cashing it in is Ghost Pepper P. And then, oh my God, that almost went as well for Tobias Harris, but thankfully it rolls out and is rebounded by Barnes. Trent Jr. jacks a three, misses, and then Harris gets a D-reb. The Sixers looking to come back quick. Tyrese Maxey picking up some steam, but peels back out to the perimeter. And then Trent Jr. jumping that pass. Beautiful lane anticipation by Gary, but it is out off the Raptors. Either way, man, making things hard on the Sixers, make it uncomfortable. Jump every lane that you think you safely can, and Gary's been a pretty good judge of that tonight. Remember, Gary was third in DPOY voting for the first couple months of the season. That was cool. Maxey takes the three and makes it. Raptors up by 1. I will give Tyrese Maxey his respect, but it's a short list of people that get that from me on Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Siakam out there to Anunoby, and it misses. Harden collects the rebound. I can't believe I almost called Pascal Philadelphia, bro. What is wrong with my brain right now? I must really have it out for Pascal then. I admit it, guys. There's something personal here. It must be. Harden on the perimeter. Trent Jr., pretty good job contesting that. And then, yeah, that's an offensive, or it's not an offensive foul, but yeah, that's a rebounding foul there on Danny Green. It was incidental, but yeah, that's a dangerous play borderline. And the Raptors will get the ball back here. Up by 1. Good defense there by Trent Jr. contesting that three-pointer attempt by James Harden, a.k.a. Brick Ross. I think he's still leading Philly in scoring tonight, but that dude's washed. Trent Jr. with the ball. Working his way to the paint. Getting there. The right-handed layup does not go. And now it's with Tobias Harris, who corkscrews his way up the court. And that's an offensive foul. There we go. Pascal Siakam draws it. Joel, man. Yo, Joel, you're a piece of garbage. He, stepped as humanly close, as humanly possible to get that close to stepping on someone's head without doing it. Bro, look at the way he walked past Siakam. He wanted to have his boot land right next to Siakam's head on the ground. This guy's all sorts of disrespectful, bro. I don't care that I disrespect him. This guy literally puts the clown makeup on every time by himself. I can't do it for him. And there you go, OG, and 1. And 1. Hold that, Embiid. Friggin' clown, bro. Friggin' clown. Oh, my God. Way to go, OG. That's what I'm talking about. Tough bucket. Stop flailing your arms there. Stop flailing them, Embiid. 66-63. OG taking a shot at the line here, and Thad Young checks back in for Precious Achiuwa. Precious hasn't been terrible tonight, but I think Thad Young's been super high impact. I like the look of that trade-off at the time being. Achiuwa hasn't really had a bad series either, but a little quiet tonight. But never rule out the big sneeze. Never do it. Harden with it on the perimeter, throws it down there to MB. The double team comes quick. Siakam's there to recover to the other corner, though. And oh my God, Tobias Harris. Wow. Guys, I'm a new level of upset that I can't clown Tobias Harris the way I was hoping to. Maybe that moment will come, though. I'm praying for it. Trent Jr. working on James Harden, decides to defer over to Siakam. Siakam takes a run at Tobias, out to the corner for a wide open three, and knocking it down is Thaddeus Young. 70 on the board right now for Toronto. That's a 5-point lead on the Sixers at the moment. 4:30 to go. Tyrese Maxey working under the Raptors hoop at the other end. Hands off to Harden, but there was a foul called before that exchange, so it'll be side out of bounds, Philadelphia. Scottie Barnes, I believe, being charged the foul. I gotta see what Scottie Barnes has right now for personal fouls. He's got 3. So not in danger, but something to watch there. We need this man in the game. Niang gets it in there to James Harden. Thad Young covering him. He gets pulled out to the perimeter there. James trying to get him on Harden Island. Harden kicks it out to the corner, and that is great. Whoa. Who touched that, man? What are you talking about? That's Sixers ball. Okay, whatever. 2.8 seconds left on the clock, but great defensive job there on James Harden by Thaddeus Young. Very impressed with his level of impact tonight. Niang inbounding the ball. Gets it there to Shake Milton, who misses. Great contest by OG Anunoby on the weak side of the rim. And then Thad Young bobbles the floater. They're going to say that it was touched by an opposing defender. And then Scottie Barnes just misses the 3. Oh. 4 minutes left. Wraps up by 5. Philly's a third quarter team low key. And then an entry pass successfully gets in there from Harden to Embiid. Embiid easy dunk. All right. It's a one possession game. OG brings it across half. Driving on Harden. Steps right into him, and they're going to call that an offensive foul. Interesting, though. He wasn't set at all. At all. James Harden's going to step into that lane and match feet. He's got to do it at OG's speed. That's a block to me. But the call is what it is. It will be Philadelphia ball in a second. Jeez, man. We got the bots in here absolutely eating. All right, guys. I'm going to try to get rid of this bot. Okay, there we go. I think that just did it. Yeah, I believe that bot should be taken care of now. Apologies for that. And transition, taking the D to the O. Trent Jr. getting the run out dunk. Yes, sir. Just over 3 minutes to go here, but the Raptors hanging their hats on defense and cashing in transition. Again, Trent Jr., he's been a gamer tonight, man. I don't care if he's shooting inefficiently. He's just a human torch. Oh, great job, Thaddeus. Great job. I don't care, bro. Okay, they're going to say that was they want to argue that's a double dribble for Joel Embiid. It's not called. He does get the mid-range J, but Thaddeus Young doing absolutely everything you can fundamentally to stop him. That's better offense by Embiid. I'll give him that because Thad Young playing that situation perfectly, IMO. I just noticed I put that person on timeout for 300 seconds. I should probably just ban that bot. Marcel, help. Please, Marcel. Yeah, I'm going to hide user on this channel. There we go. Get blocked, boy. Get blocked. Boom! There you go. Protecting the post here in the chat. And then Scottie Barnes cashing into the free throw line. Yes, sir. 74 to 69. Or sorry, 73 to 69. Okay, so up by 4. Niang, man! This guy is so lights out from beyond the arc. And this guy doesn't jump when he shoots. He's literally that chubby kid at pickup ball that just makes the threes rain, but like defensive liability. Whatever. Go at him on defense to get that guy out of the game. What a pass! Oh! Ooh! Guys, the thesis, the whole point of everything I say comes back to Chris Boucher off ball movement. That's the tweet. That's the post. That's it. Chris Boucher off ball. A different kind of beast. And then, oh my God, Siakam, great defensive energy, gets a deflection, but the Sixers retain possession. And then James Harden misses the floater, rebounded by Barnes. I'm loving the energy. The quick outlet pass up the floor. Dropped off to Thad Young to the corner. Chris Boucher. Oh, blow the lid off the place. Chris Boucher. Oh. It's his night, ladies and gentlemen. Off ball from the three-point line, playing D, whatever you need. The Canadian getting it done right now for the Raptors. Embiid, tough bucket there. Again, over Thad Young, who's playing perfect defense. He gets that mid-range J to go, but oh my God. Chris Boucher, what a sequence. What a night. And then Scottie Barnes in the mid-range, a little too strong, misses. Corralled by Shake Milton and handed off to James Harden. Harden immediately checked by Trent Jr., bobbles the ball but retains possession. Harden takes the pick there from Embiid. That was a weak screen, Joel. You're bigger than that. And then, yeah, that's no. That's like the offensive baiting call. It has to be. That is a cornball play. That has to be, no? Or are they going to charge that to Thad Young? Man, Thad Young playing his absolute tail off right now. And what a pass. Ooh, cross seam to the cutter. Around a defender and another defender to Chris Boucher, who just refuses to stop moving off ball. He is the life in the Raptors offense right now, even when he's not scoring. I don't know what's more impressive, the cut or the pass or the bucket, man. He's just great stuff to watch. And Thad Young is all day posting up and looking for cutters. A veteran knowing his role, knowing they need some playmaking, especially with Van Vliet out right now with that hip injury. Hopefully he's okay. Doesn't seem like the biggest issue. Man, oh man. Turn that flame animation right back on. It's heating up in the 6, guys. Chris Boucher, very well playing himself into a contract this offseason. And if it's not with the Raptors, it's going to be for like 10 milli per year somewhere else. Like, you know, he's a role player, but he has nights where he can just transcend into something much more powerful. And that's where it's like, wow, you know, even though the ceiling and the usage can be consistently, I guess, tempered. I don't even want to say the ceiling's low because, like I said, he can tap into that level where he's out there playing on like a a solid Serge Ibaka level, just blocking everything, hitting threes. And he's quick too. He's got energy. He's got flavor to his game. He can hit, man. He's an unorthodox player. I will say that. But he deserves to be in the NBA on a team that's looking to make big-time impact. So we'll see what happens. I do always say this about Chris, is since he had to come up through the G League, he's much older than people realize. He's clearly made millions off of playing basketball and endorsements. He's signed with Puma. But it should be kind of important to point out that, like, you know, I think the money is going to mean most to him come free agency. And it's because, you know, he's had, relative to other NBA players at his skill level, more people have made money than he has. And I think he needs to cash in while he still can. So if Masai doesn't roll out that nice contract that basically matches his market value, and in term matters as well. You know, Serge Ibaka left because we didn't want to give him more than a year. So term matters big time, especially to Chris, who wants to secure the bag. But hey, man, I think Masai needs to back up that Brinks truck. As long as it's $10 million or less, bring it to the Canadian, all in Canadian Tire dollars. Re-sign him for 2 to 3 seasons, maybe a team option in the third. I don't know, man. It depends on what he wants. But I've had a hunch we weren't going to re-sign him. But, man, he keeps playing himself into a situation where it's like, maybe we need to. Low-key the sixth man on this team a lot of nights. Whew. I love it. KO saying, Philly in 4, Canada sucks. All right. You know what? I got too many friends in the U.S. to be saying anything back. Shout out to Marcel, a New Orleans native living in Texas, diehard Raptors fan. You just love to see it. Tobias Harris, side out of bounds. He gets it over to Tyrese Maxey, who's going to start the possession for Philly. Kicks it down. Shake Milton out to the corner. Over there to Niang. Niang sidesteps after pump faking and hits the three. Dude, he's shooting like 70% in this series from beyond the arc. This guy's like a Raptor killer with the threes. Expose him on defense to get him out of the game. He is their weakest link by a mile. Wraps up by 1 right now, under a minute to go. Trent Jr. down there to Thad Young, the dunk, the pick and the roll. Oh, bro, Thad Young having a game right now. There you go. So at the end of the day, Kyle Lowry on his way out, he realistically gifts you not only Precious Achiuwa, who's more than a role player, he also gifts you Thad Young, bona fide veteran, fits in well with what the Raptors want to do. Nice defense there. Who else but Chris Boucher making a difference at the rim there against Embiid? And then at the other end, Gary misses the O-Reb to Precious, though, and then Precious rejected. Philly collects the rebound. Maxey has it in his hands right now. That's okay. Good intensity, good instincts. Way to take care of the glass. They will have the final shot here, however. 7 seconds left. Maxey covered by Barnes. This is the Rising Stars challenge that they couldn't hit anything. And there you go. The trend continues. And Scottie from half court. Almost got it. Oh, man, that was from like his own free throw line all the way cross court. Rings it off the front of the rim. Okay. All right. So, guys, I'm going to check in on my betting here. So, we already know Trent Jr. for 3-pointers. That prop was money in the first half. Follow me on BetStamp. Download the app. Put in referral code Raptors either when you sign up or go back to your account details. You can type it in. It's all capitals, Raptors. And then go to the, it's a part of the app called Marketplace where you can buy picks. Then go to the media picks section. It's the very first one at the top. Scroll down. You'll see Raptors Digest. You click on it. And every single time I bet on something, you'll have a little buzz on your phone that'll tell you Raptors Digest just filed a new bet. And it'll say, like, you know, for example, Jay Crowder over 9.5 points. That was a winning play I gave out last night to my followers. Go follow us on BetStamp. Start using the app so you can get the best value for whatever you're betting on. It's a no-brainer. It's like using Trivago or Hotels.com or the Honey app to pull coupons. We're an aggregate app that is here, that is user-friendly to help you secure value when you place bets. We help connect you with bonuses. Go check out betstamp.app/Ontario. Type in referral code Raptors, all caps, and you will see a list of sportsbooks that you can click onto and open accounts with that will give you bonuses, give you more options when you're looking to bet things. The only way to ever get an edge as a sports bettor is to open multiple sportsbooks accounts so you can read the market and spectrum of price. Some people do it for fun, some people do it for profit, some people hardly do it ever. But whenever you do it, just make sure you do it, you get the most for your value. It's a no-brainer. Be price particular with everything you spend, not just certain things. The BetStamp app, check it out. Referral code Raptors. I'm a little stuffy right now. I don't know why. Jays game starting kind of soon. Hopefully they can do well tonight. Alec Manoah on the mound. That guy's a stud. Absolute stud. But hold on one sec. I said I was going to check on my bets. So, like I said, Trent Jr., that's already money. And Siakam. Okay, so I need 5 rebounds for him in 1 quarter. Not a great situation, but at very least possible. I mean, this game's going to continue to be close, so I assume with Fred VanVleet out as well, Pascal Siakam probably plays the whole fourth. You need the playmaking. He had a few starts at point guard this season, messed around and got a couple triple-doubles, maybe 3 triple-doubles actually. I think he has 3 career triple-doubles and 2 this season. Or maybe he actually genuinely had 3 this year. I don't know. You guys tell me in the chat. Correct me on what I'm saying. KO saying, this is a Philly fan saying this. He says, I do like the Jays. They win on my parlays. KO, I got to ask you a question. Do you think Vlad Guerrero is the best hitter in baseball? Are we crazy for thinking that up here in Canada? I don't think so. I think the American media shows that it's love. KO says, Josh looks American to me with a little thinking emoji. Am I a spy? Am I a spy? Shouts out to everyone who's been showing love this chat. Drop a like if you can. It's always appreciated. We got over 110 live viewers, so let's get this 4th quarter party underway, man. Wraps up by 3. Siakam with the J. Starts it off the right way. Knocking it down at the foul line. Yes, sir. Nothing but net there. Make that a 5-point lead for Toronto. Harden. James Harden driving in the paint. Steps back. That's good. Gets a little mid-range of his own. Trades back and forth with Pascal Siakam. Siakam driving in at Tobias Harris. Kicks out to Achua. Achua back over to Siakam. Yeah, Achua's been deferring a whole lot this game, but I think that's probably by design. And then, the ball's bobbled around, but ends up at Thad Young. Thad Young, the floater. He's fouled. Wow, way to bail out a very sloppy possession. Thad Young, a complete stabilizing force for the Raptors right now. Bailing us out defensively, helping us out in terms of stabilizing our offensive effort. Like right there, that was a throwaway possession. Siakam and Achua were just butterfingers to the 9s. And then there we go at the very last second. We get lucky. He scoops up a loose ball, and Thad Young draws a foul, even though he did just miss the first free throw. I got my fire and ice on the same time. Shout out 5 Gum, no sponsorship there. I think it's also a Trojan commercial. But anyways, about to shoot his 2nd free throw. Come on, Thad. Thad. Oh, bro. He misses both of them, but whatever. Still drawing a foul. I'll take it. We've had more free throws tonight by a margin of 18-11 over Philadelphia. So that's been a rarity this series, but chalk that up as something that we're doing a better job of. Oh, no! Harden is a legitimate baby, man. Oh, bro, Nick Nurse can't believe it. Just restrain yourself from getting a tech right now because that is egregious. Oh, my word. Yeah, dude, that's just defense, man. And in the playoffs, in the 4th quarter of a do-or-die closeout, man. Whatever. Can't change the call. Side out of bounds. Philly already has it back in possession. Maxey has it. Takes a mid-range J over Siakam. Misses. But then the weak side rebound picked up by Reed. I would have liked to see Achua make a better effort at that board. But either way. And then, oh man. This guy's a foul merchant. Drawing another one. is James Harden. He doesn't hit the shot, but he will be shooting 2 here, and I think that's charged to Chris Boucher. Whew, man, it's been a close game. And Buster pointing out such an ugly free throw form, talking about Thaddeus Young. Yeah, you know what? His three-pointer form is actually the nicest thing he shoots, in my opinion. He's got a beautiful perimeter shot. But even his floaters, like, a lot of times they try to, like, break the gooseneck, they say, to guide the ball. It's like your follow-through with whatever you're doing, a lacrosse shot, a hockey shot. Even when you kick a soccer ball, like, there's a follow-through where you attempt a point. And I find that Thad doesn't really do that. He doesn't point his shots. Like, his floater is just so... like, it goes straight up and straight down. He doesn't seem to have much touch off the end of the ball. But I'll give him credit. He's got a pretty 3, but missing 2 free throws there, which was, you know, that could come back to bite the Raptors. But knock on wood, let's keep playing the right way. Achua for 3, misses that. OG flies in and gets a big O-reb. Kicks it back out. Reed almost steals it, but Siakam corrals it. Siakam Euro-stepping, passing to OG. OG for 3, misses. And then finally the Sixers collect the defensive rebound. Reed gets it. Now it's with Harden. Harden crossing half, immediately picked up by Achua. Harden driving past Achua, gets met at the rim. Double block. The double block for Toronto. And now they're trying to take the D to the O. Siakam going into the heart of the defense. He's fouled. He'll be shooting 2. What a sequence. Hang your hat on defense there, Toronto. Nice. Well done. Who got to that one? Yeah, that was Siakam. So good job of Achua in the back pocket of Harden, still getting up there to contest and not foul. But even better help defense by Pascal, who I think's actually played a defensive gem tonight. In game 3, too, he had a pretty nice defensive game. My bone to pick with him has strictly been his ability to score the basketball, especially on the doorstep in transition, in the middle of the paint. He's got to get... that's his kitchen, man. That's his office. I know the Sixers are long and a pretty defensively inclined team, especially when Matisse Thybulle is out there. But you got to find a way to realize you might get blocked into the 3rd row. Do not let it ruin your confidence or your pride. Keep going back to your shot, and it will fall eventually. There we go. He hits both. Very nice. Great success, Pascal. And guys, drop a like spike. Make your presence felt. We need 12 more likes to get to 100. I need 12 kind people out there to just take 1 second to hit the like button. It is appreciated. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in. Philly fan, Raptor fan, doesn't matter to me. Just getting a bunch of good people in the chat. Or, a battle of the trolls maybe. We got some on both sides, and I like it. I'm a troll myself, I think, in some ways. And then there we go. Sixers turn over the ball. The Raptors force that. And it's Tobias Harris, I think, dragging a foot there and picking up a travel. And Doc Rivers can't even look at the official. Doc, he kills me. I love when he says the name Shake. When he's talking Shake, man, he's like, Shake. I just butchered it, but Shake. Go find a snippet of him saying Shake's name. I don't know why it's so comedy to me, bro. But the and one! Pascal, a little bit of a shooter's roll. Gets it to sit after being fouled. Chance to complete the 3-point play here at the charity stripe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sharpshooter saying Doc Rivers is funny. Sharpshooter, you got to look up the RDC World skit of when they tried to reenact what it would have been like being in the change room after Philadelphia's Game 7 loss to the Atlanta Hawks. Oh my God. They impersonate Doc Rivers. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Ben Simmons got cooked in that video. Cooked. But it was pure comedy, so... Shouts out to RDC World and Siakam hitting the free throw. 86-81, 5-point lead for the Raptors. Under 10 minutes to go. Embiid gets it. He's met with an immediate double team. Kind of a poor pass. The Raptors scrapping for him. Wow. Chris Boucher again sliding right into Maxey. And soaring up, taking the jam to the jelly. Pascal. Precious Achua. Man, showing off some finesse. And some body control mid-air to finish that play. The D to the O. Man, it's simple addition. You know what it equals. Success for the Raptors team. Look at that. And great job by Chris Boucher. Like kind of a weird soft foul that he knows he can get away with. Sliding into Maxey for the loose ball. bangs it loose, and then it's picked up by his teammates who are able to take it down to the other end. And of course, Achua with an acrobatic finish around Joel Embiid. Yes, sir. Man, there's a lot of pride for Africa basketball in this series. I got to say, Joel Embiid, excellent in his own right, even though I'm really not a fan and still kind of a outspoken critic. We won't dive into that, but you guys know he's important to the game and especially to Africa basketball. Siakam, you could argue just as, if not more important, champion, an MIP, someone who took his skill set from essentially like, a defender, run-out dunker guy to someone who's all NBA, at least in the regular season. So that's something that you got to tip your hat to as well. And then Precious Achiuwa is a gem, a hidden gem. And the Raptors, I knew that when they went after Achiuwa, they didn't just have a plan to have him around for a little bit. And no, this was a guy they wanted to take in like their own and work and work and work on him. And he always had the raw athleticism, the defensive instincts, even the offensive instincts to a certain degree. But they've fine-tuned his ability to conduct finesse basketball, and it's showing up in plays like that on a very, very big stage back against the wall against a guy who does get thrown around every once in a while in the depoy conversation in Joel Embiid. Not that I think that's right either. However, basketball in Africa is a growing thing, a beautiful thing, and Masai Ujiri really just being the pioneer of that movement. There's so much integrity that comes with being a Raptors fan, and for all you Philly fans out there, this is something we are very proud of, is Masai, because Masai is one of those dudes that, he doesn't just talk the talk, he walks it. He's talked about hiring women in the office. Now he's got I think half of his payroll is women. And then he also talks about wanting to constantly have a Canadian on the team. I think it began with Corey Joseph, but every year after that, we've had some sort of Canadian presence, whether it's O'Shea Brissett, Chris Boucher, like I said, Corey Joe. Kem Birch. He does the things he talks about, and that's something that not enough people do. He's a leader by example. We have a lot of pride in the people who run this team and an uber amount of confidence. And I think everyone in the league needs to respect Masai Ujiri. He's a very powerful aura and good aura. And anyways, we do have a super chat coming in from Tom Moreau. He's saying, guess Siakam overcame his deficiencies. Have to wait another game to hate him. Keep your fingers crossed for a missed free throw or something. Shouts out to Tom for a funny super chat and a very generous one at that. But Tommy, man, I want the best for Pascal. I just try to have moments where I look at it real and I'm like, do I actually unbiasedly think this guy can be built around as a number one option in the playoffs? And maybe the real solution here is you do keep him around, but you allow him to pass the torch to Scottie and then kind of reset to that role he had with Kawhi, where he can just be the deadly second option in a very good offense. That's a real situation and outcome where Pascal Siakam does stay long-term, and you don't need to put that kind of title or expectation on him, and he can go back to being the best version of himself. So I never root for bad things to happen. I am cheering for everything to be hit on his end in terms of free throws, important plays. I have my moments where I seriously question it, and I stand by that through the highs as well. But shouts out to Tom Moreau. Props to Pascal Siakam. He's having a nice game tonight. It'd be good to see him get that triple-double or the double-double for me, but I'd rather just get the win. James Harden draws a three-pointer foul there on the perimeter. Thad Young is charged with it. There we go. Philly fans giving us some credit. KO in the chat saying Masai Ujiri is absolutely underrated as a GM. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. And I do got to say, I said this at the beginning of the series, I think this is a very interesting matchup between Daryl Morey and Masai Ujiri, because Daryl Morey is one of the best GMs in the league too. There we go. James Harden misses his first at the line. You love to see it, but Daryl Morey's philosophy has always clearly been, I'm going to swing for the fences consistently and go after top-end talent because I think that's what wins in the NBA. And to a very large degree, he's correct. And so he's had a lot of star-studded teams where he's constantly looking to front-load and upgrade. Whereas the Raptors have a very sort of reverse approach. Of course, we'll take talent when we can get it. Kawhi Leonard, for example, you get him on wholesale. Of course, you swing for the fences in that manner. But Masai Ujiri has always preferred to have deep benches with multiple guys who are above the role player tier, but not quite in the star tier. And it's been I'd say debatably equally as successful. So it's very interesting. Well, I would argue more successful, but Kawhi was a star when he came, yada, yada, yada. We don't need to get that far into it. But the battle of ideology between Daryl Morey and Masai Ujiri, two of the league's finest, it'll be very interesting to see how this continues to pan out. Siakam working in the post, spinning, shooting, hitting the J. Yup. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Tom, I know that you're juiced up right now seeing that. Pascal Siakam with a big bucket, 90-83, but then James Harden cuts on the baseline, gets around Achua, and is able to get a bucket as well. 5-point deficit now for the Sixers. Just over 8 minutes left in this game. We are at closing time. I'm a beautiful singer. Siakam kicks it out there to Achua, gets it right back. Pascal working on Harris, dribbling on the perimeter. Can't really get much ground here. Harris doing a great job defensively, but he fouls Siakam on the perimeter. Oh my God. And look at that, bro. Harris saw the call and fell to his knees. His teammate tries to console him, swats away his teammate's hand, and looks like he might be sobbing in the front row. What just happened? Okay, that call by the official shot him in the chest. That was insane. Bro, the Sixers actually, I know I just had a very nice bonding moment with our Sixers fans in here, but bro, you guys cannot talk about complaining and whining and every time something goes south. There is a lot of theatrics that come out of your players, especially the stars. Tobias Harris, the most recent one. And throwback to when Danny Green almost got in a fight with Harden and Embiid there after that technical. Bro, you guys gotta learn how to be proper teammates here. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking. 91-85. I'm just gonna sip my coffee. Orlando writes saying, Josh, LOL, you're too much. I know I'm too much, man. I come on here. I definitely don't, none of this is fabricated. This is just me. But I tell myself, go unfiltered so you can be entertaining, don't just say things that you think people would like to hear. Go out there and just be, the dumbest version of you, which is pretty dumb. And Siakam, unfortunately, misses that free throw at the end, and Philly there to rebound it. Maxey has it up on offense, has it on the perimeter. Throws it down to Embiid, who's covered by Thad Young. Cross court, but beautiful lane anticipation once again, and saves the ball from going out of bounds. What a play by OG. Chris Boucher acknowledging a mid-play, and then Siakam, a sloppy turnover. Tyrese Maxey gets it. He's 1-on-2, and he misses that. No foul call. Great effort there to get back defensively and stop that one on Tyrese Maxey's end. Raptors get the ball back with no damage to show for it, thankfully. Siakam gets an edge, puts it up. He's fouled but misses the shot. He's going right back to the charity stripe for 2 more. Raps in the bonus. 7:18 to go. Yes, sir. Angelo Flores saying, refs are actually helping us for once. I'm shook. And there you go, Angelo. It is important for us to give the props to the officials when they are good to us, because I don't want to sit there and be I don't want people to think that we actually just can never be happy with it. We'll give them the respect when we can, and that'll clear us up to also give them the heat when they deserve it. Shout out to my guy, Angelo. Iceman like Gervin saying, NBA wants Game 5, more money. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the Raptors just came out here with a little bit more purpose, and getting Scottie Barnes in the lineup, it's a difference maker. It is, even though he only has 4 points tonight, it's a big difference maker, and he's still not on the court right now. But the group we have out there is rolling. Maxey out there to Danny Green. Danny Green from the corner misses off the front of the rim. He's had a rough night from 3. He starts hitting maybe even 35% of his shots. Sixers are pretty much tied with us right now. But you live and die by it. You live and die by it. That's why you force role players to beat you. Siakam driving in on Niang, gets loose with some space, misses the pullback J, is rebounded there by DG. And now it's off to Harden. Harden covered by Anunoby, steps back for the 3, just in and out. that's some good luck for the Raptors there. And who else but Chris Boucher picking up another D-Rap. This man's going to have a big stat line tonight. He's already at... Oh, really? He's only at 9 and 4. I mean, very efficient, 4 of 5. 1 of 1 from three-point range. 1 steal, 2 blocks. Like, don't get me wrong, kind of doing it all. But I thought he had more points than that. He's played so much less as well. Okay, Chris Boucher's only played 17 minutes. To put it in perspective, Achua's played more than him at 18. And everyone else basically has played more. Thaddeus Young has more minutes. Barnes has more. Trent has more. Siakam, Anunoby, Van Vliet left the game, so that doesn't count. But all of them have more. Out of all the active players tonight, Chris Boucher has like the second least minutes. And he's just been killing it. Absolutely killing it. The off-ball thing to me is just like the biggest takeaway. Bringing the energy without the finesse. Well, obviously, he's a very talented player too, but that was the frustrating thing at the beginning of this season, which is why I think it took him so long to get into a rhythm, is he wanted to be a skill guy. And he was able to last year in Tampa when he was able to basically greenlight as many shots as he wanted and play a bulk ton of minutes and even start some nights. So that definitely gave him the juice. But this season, you go into it with some new front court pieces in Scottie Barnes, in Kem Birch, who you acquired midway through the Tampa season, and then as well, very importantly, with Precious Achiuwa, who came here this offseason in the Kyle Lowry deal. So that right there made it so he was not going to get starting rotation minutes necessarily. He had to go back to being like a second to third string guy off the bench. Maybe it hurt his confidence a little bit. He had to readjust his game. He had to find a role that was tailored to his kind of minutes and expectations because obviously, higher volume of front court players on the team now. And I got to say, Chris has adjusted beautifully. I was on him, man. I was on him like white on rice. I was like, Chris, you are like driving me insane right now, dude. You look like a shell of yourself. First couple weeks of the season, it was ridiculous. He was unplayable. He was literally going entire games without touching the floor. And I don't blame Nick Nurse one bit. However, he's come around. He's been much needed offense off of the bench, and he's fully played his way back into a potential at least conversation with management about a re-signing a contract and extension this offseason with the Raptors, which I thought, even once he recovered, I thought still it probably was very unlikely. We got a young core that we really need to pay sooner than later. And Chris Boucher, if you can get him on a, oh my God, look at that poster, Joel Embiid, that's funny. If you can get him on a fair rate, I say you got to take it, but he's one of those guys that's definitely going to go with whatever his market value is because he's had to grind in the G League, man. He's got to go get his money. Older than people think as well. But that's just my hourly Chris Boucher rant. And speaking of that, if we got 170 people in here, but only 108 likes, do me a big favor and help crank up that number, help close the ratio. It's always so appreciated, and it's going to be a fun rest of this fourth, so whether you're a Philly fan or Raptors fan, it doesn't matter who you are. I appreciate your support, and every interaction and like goes a long way. Siakam with a 30-piece right now, 36 and 3. Wow. So, you can see my bets there in the bottom. One of them hit, but I do need Siakam to come correct here with 4 more boards. That's a big ask. I would not consider it likely. We only have how much left in the game here? 6:30. So, possible, but, you guys know, unlikely. Fingers crossed. At the end of the day, I just want the dub, though. Wraps up by 8. Siakam, speak of the devil. He's driving on Danny Green, pulls up with another jump shot and misses it too strong off the back of the iron. It's rebounded by Embiid and immediately handed to Harden, and now it's with Maxey, who's matched up with Chris Boucher. Get the help defense ready here. I love Chris, but that's a bad matchup that far away from your basket. Embiid throws it there to Harden. Harden back over to Embiid, who's driving in, and great job, Achiuwa. Great job. And Embiid sulking on the ground a little bit there. He's up now, but bro, Joel Embiid's body language is so crappy always. Like he would aggravate me so much if he was on my team. And I get it. You would appreciate him as like the talent he is, but he does these little things where I'm like, where is your head at, bro? Where is your head at? And I know Philly fans have been on him too. Don't act like you've always had this MVP energy for him. That's a new development, and maybe a short-lived one. We will see. Embiid taps it to Danny Green. Danny Green puts up that jump shot. Nothing but air. And rebounded, caught out of the air by Achua, and right back to Siakam, who's had the hot hand. Let's see what he gets up to. The pick comes. He drives past Embiid, gets to the rim, misses, bro. He gets so scared when he gets on the interior against Embiid. I'm not mad about it. He's going to the free throw line. He will be shooting 2. So Embiid picks up the foul. So a successful drive on him nonetheless. In my opinion, though, Siakam, I think you're able to finish that a little bit more often than you have in the series. Philly's size on the interior. I don't care if you get blocked into the nosebleeds, man. You got to not care about what gets posted on House of Highlights or what that personal matchup looks like. Because Joel Embiid's the kind of guy that he's going to let you know after he blocks you. And he always tries to little bro Siakam. I'm sure you guys have seen it. He's always given Siakam the little bro treatment. They're both from Cameroon. Obviously, he wants to be known as the perennial best player, which he seems to get the respect of at the time being. But he yips. And I think it gets in Siakam's head a little bit sometimes. He hits the second free throw. There we go. But I want to see him punish people on the inside, especially when he gets an edge like that. Either way, 10-point lead right now for the Raptors, who just got to hold on and continue to hang their hats on defense. Maxey, too strong off the glass, and then the ball is out off of Philly. Raptors getting it right back. Yes, sir. Siakam with it on the perimeter. At the top of the key, has some space, shoots a long jumper. That was a good shot. I mean, like, pretty far out for a mid-range, but I think he was wide enough open that it made sense. Embiid flopping again, no call. You're not in Philly right now, brother. You're not going to get that whistle every time. James Harden covered by Anunoby out there on the far perimeter. I'm okay with this matchup. Step back 3 and blocked by Anunoby. And then, the rim protection by Achua. They missed the offensive putback, and the Raptors are off to the races, and that's a hard foul by Niang, taking the D to the beautiful, sticking to your game plan. All right, Joel, what's up? What's up? Don't talk to the official like that, big man. That's the call. That's the call, man. Oh, dude, never complain to the officials. Never complain to the officials. You sound weak, man. Oh. Look at this guy. You know, Joel, if you didn't run your mouth the way you do, you wouldn't get clowned the way you do. You cannot walk the talk. The fact that he thinks he can sit at a table with champions and have a conversation. Nick Nurse, they don't belong in the same conversation. You cannot critique Nick Nurse's conduct, especially when you pull that crap. You don't have anything to your name, Joel, but we do have a super chat. And Tom Moreau saying Siakam being the rat versus Embiid, and I love it. Man, I agree with you. I want to see him take this personal and try to get under Joel's skin. I mean, he's one of those guys mentally you can get to. I really hope Siakam continues to be a pest. And then, Joel, that's another turnover, my boy. And Siakam there to get the de facto defensive stop. Yeah, they called that a travel. Yeah, and that's, you know, as much as you might want to ever argue that is like, yeah, bro, you were taking mini steps there all over. That was definitely a travel call. Those who saw the replay can attest. And Marcel Martin saying, we doing it for Scottie. Okay, you know what, Marcel, first off, thank you, but what is going on with Scottie? I've clearly missed something, and people are going to be like, bro, you never look at the chat. I apologize. We got playoff basketball. I'm trying to pay attention to this as much as I can, but he rolled his ankle briefly. I still see him in his full uniform on the sideline. Did they just deactivate him for the rest of the game? What's going on? But I do agree. We are doing this for Scottie. I think it's a revenge. As much as Joel thinks he's getting revenge on us, like the kind of crap he's pulled already, I think we got to go and reverse this mindset and be like, nah, we got to make Joel Embiid look like the clown he is. It's revenge season on our side. But is Scottie done for the night? I guess, because he hasn't checked back in, and you'd think he would, but this unit we have out here has also just done a pretty bang up job, so I can't get to the bottom of this. Of course, there in the first quarter, he did roll his ankle again, stepping on the foot of Paul Reed, which was terrifying for everyone watching and here. But I do not know what's up with Scottie, but hey, man, let's do it for Barnes. I can get behind that. He still managed to get 11 rebounds in 25 minutes. What a difference. OG. Siakam battling with Niang there for positioning. He gets the entry pass. All right, Pascal, you got to stick it to him here. The double comes, kicks it out to OG. OG for three. Dial it up. Beautiful. Siakam starting to demand that double team. He's getting that respect, and he's kicking it out to OG so he can torch him. Love it. Tobias Harris goes up, misses, no foul call. That's a rebound for Pascal. What's he have for rebounds? He's got 7. I need 3 more. Would it be crazy? Is it possible that my bet can hit, guys? I'm praying. I am praying. Niang fouled out. That guy's a defensive liability, bro. Defensive liability. But I like it when he's out there. I mean, he is lights out from three-point range. Like, for instance, what did he shoot tonight? Yeah, 3 of 4 from three-point range. And then, I mean, the other games kind of look like the same stat line. Up by, hold on, not yet. He's got to hit this next one. Come on, Pascal. Come on. And he gets it. 1 more to go. Up by 13. 3:28 left in the game. Doc Rivers getting absolute flashbacks right now. We'll talk more in a sec. Because it isn't finished yet. But you can see he's getting the sweats. He's entering a fever dream. He's been here before. I'll wait. Harden with it. Raptors trying to close this one at 101-87 now. Siakam perfect at the line. Maxey the floater. Ooh, he got a nice floater. Gets a much-needed bucket for Philadelphia. Nearing it on 3 minutes left in the game. And then Embiid, yo, you are always clowning. Wow, oh wow. Some crazy stuff going on right now. Embiid is just like, bro, he's classless. He fits in really well with Philadelphia. And hey, it's sort of my Philly fans here. Actually, what am I saying? You guys don't want an apology. You're Philly fans. But you guys are ruthless, man. It's been known to be that way. And we have our moments too. But I guess personality-wise, you guys and Joel Embiid, kind of a match made in heaven. But I don't know if he's going to get you anywhere. I'm just going to put that out there. Orlando saying Embiid is a goof. Jordan S. throwing out the WTF, man. I always say it, but with Joel, the clown makeup just puts itself on him most times, you know? I mean, he had that time where Kawhi put it on for him, but after that, it puts itself on a lot. Iceman like Gervin. I kind of like this take here. I'll play the hot takes animation, but I agree. He's saying Raps need a tough guy like Oakley to slap Embiid's thumb every time he shoots. So Charles Oakley, for those of you who don't know, not like the greatest Raptor conversation ever, but like definitely among the fan favorites that I've ever put on the jersey. Oakley was as tough as they come. And people always talk about him being like a great vet, but like he was just a fear. Like he was a feared presence in the league. Definitely one of those old school 90s ball players, even early 2000 ball players that would just let you feel it every time you touch the ball. Look at the little bro treatment that Embiid tries to give Siakam. Oh, yo, the angle I just got at that made it look so much worse. He tries to full-on football tackle pop him. And yes, he's assessed the technical. Trent Jr. shooting the free throw. Come on, Gary, knock this down. He hits it. And Brian saying, love me some Oakley. Some people throwing out Mbozo. Saw someone with a poster saying that in the Jurassic Park outside. And we got a super chat coming in from Rahul saying, should have given Embiid a tech. That was unnecessary. That was that not a flagrant? I guess a flagrant and a tech is like two different things, but either way, we get our additional free throw. Embiid continues to look like a clown. We move on from here, but thank you, Rahul, for the super chat. King Kai saying, Jokic for MVP. I can get behind that message. Or Giannis, just literally, out of the top three, it has to be those two, not Joel. And then Tobias Harris working to the far post and gets a floater to go. I've said it a bunch of times. I wish I was able to clown Tobias more than I have been able to during this series. He's showed up in a lot of ways for the Sixers so far. Pascal, over there to Trent Jr., gets loose, and gets it to go at the rim. Nice little layup package there. Trent Jr. slicing and dicing. He doesn't care about contact. As a matter of fact, I think he likes to be bumped before he goes up for his shot. Getting the layup to go there. Tough take. And then we got a super chat saying Embiid the Thumb from Tom Moreau. That's a pretty classic nicknames. Tom's good with the nicknames, man. Trademarked the big sneeze for Achua. This guy just he's full of them right now. And thank you, Tom, for the super chat. Thumbbead sucks. I'm with you there. People referring to Joel as a foul merchant once again. Bro, look at the way he's trying to clown with the Raptors. Literally, someone needs to put a body on him. Oh, dude. Yo, honestly, stop with the passive stuff. Someone go up and push him in his chest. You know, what's he going to do? If he's going to punch you in the face in the middle of live TV, he's gone out of the game. He's probably going to get suspended, out of the series for a bit. Go up and push him. Go up and push him. If he's really going to try to step you, it's going to end up hurting him and his team more long term. And if they do that, then you've done your job, man. And even if it doesn't lead to anything, at least you've just like stuck it to him. I don't like the brushing him, the not looking at him and kind of like handing him off. No, like look him in the face and push him and be like, watch yourself. Easy for me to say, sitting at home, not being on the floor versus the man. But think about it. The worst that happens is he actually tries to attack you, gets suspended, gets kicked out of the game. We take that trade-off with a guy who produces that much offense for his team. None of that weak crap. We need to put Embiid in his place. It's coming. 104-92. Guys, drop a like, spike, show some love. We are in the final 2 minutes of this one. Siakam driving, kicking. It's deflected briefly by Philly, but Achua gets it. And ooh! Oh! Bro, that was like a sham god there by Precious. The big sneeze, slicing and dicing, moving left and right, shaking and shimmying. And then Harden misses that three-pointer. That could have been a nice highlight three, but I know I saw a super chat. I'm going to go back to that in 1 sec. And Embiid drawing another foul in the high post. Putting on the clown makeup as per usual. And then Rahul dropping a super chat. Thank you, Rahul. He's saying the only player I can root for on the 76ers is Maxey. I agree. That's a young player that I look at and I'm like, he's truly, truly talented. I like his demeanor. He seems like a very nice kid. Him and Scottie Barnes, a cute little friendship where they both can't make shots at All-Star Weekend. I like Tyrese Maxey too. You know, and like for people who just think I hate the Sixers or something for the sake of hating them, it's like, no, we have their number. Like, I get it. We're down 3-0, but like, especially leading up to now, it hasn't been out of like spite for the organization. Is literally just Joel Embiid and his crappy conduct and the way that their fan base has handled sometimes players not playing. Actually, you know what? I'm going to rescind that criticism because I do think it's important to like keep players accountable. And I get it. You're sitting here hearing me like, Josh, like, is it really like we're just fans, know our place? There is no $30 million paycheck for a Pascal Siakam if there's no fans. I think that the media gets absolutely dragged through the mud, and it's sad sometimes because, you know, when a reporter will someone will snap on a reporter, like for example, Russ, someone will ask him post-game, like, what went wrong with your shooting tonight, right? And everyone's like, oh my God, that's so offensive. Like, and Russ is like, what do you think, bro? What do you think, bro? And he's just like interrogating this reporter, and it's like, look, dude, without that reporter, you don't make millions and millions of dollars playing basketball. The media is what brings in the money. You're the product. The media is the advertising. It's the literal money-making part of the business. Right down to the broadcast. Those are people professing opinions and interpreting the play and putting their own personal spin on it. There is no NBA without the media cloud of coverage that comes with it. So when people bite the hand that feeds them like that, it to me is really bothersome. I think people try to beat up on reporters who ask pretty standard questions that fans want to know when they're upset and they're projecting. And I understand it happens, but this is the reason why I rescind my criticism of Philly fans being on Ben Simmons and overly passionate. It's fans like that that also just bring a lot of money into basketball and allow these players to be filthy rich millionaires and play basketball for a living. So I think that's something that's a message I get behind for sure. And I don't know, man, you're allowed to have your opinion, and it's not very hurtful. I think someone isn't worth the money they get paid on a basketball court. Like, come on, I'm not demeaning them as a human being. It's a professional take. That's how I feel. We get the ball out past the Philly full court press, but Korkmaz lays a foul there on Anunoby. Korkmaz has not played much in this series. For a brief moment, I forgot he was even on the team, but I'm surprised he hasn't gotten the minutes. I guess Tobias Harris has been very good, so you don't take him out for him. Niang, even though he's a defensive liability, is probably even more of a reliable shooter than Korkmaz. Surprised. What's his full first name? It's like Furknon or Forkon Korkmaz? I don't know. Mispronunciating it for sure, but yeah, I'm surprised it's the first we've seen of him. But anyways, wraps up by 12, are emptying the benches. There we go. Trent Jr., Anunoby, and Siakam checking out. What a shift they put in tonight. Siakam especially, very happy with him. I did not get my double-double bet on it. It is what it is. But still, very, very content with a 30-piece and then some for Siakam, who is hopefully going to be rewarded with a win tonight. I mean, 107-94 with 118 to go. We're ticking down the clock. Sixers have all their starters out. We'll see you in Philadelphia. I love it. Hey, and I'm seeing someone in the chat saying Rexdale is in. That's Jeremy W. pointing out that we got Delano Banton playoff action as a rookie drafted by the Raptors in his city. And Armani Brooks is also out there too, who everyone loves Armani Brooks, fourth quarter Brooksy. Malachi Flynn actually has done okay defensively and playmaking wise when he's come in the past couple games, but like I think that the lack of initiating the offense himself and looking for shots has been an issue. So even though he's survived, I think that benching him is probably a trend we'll see last. Delano Banton falling over, but still gets it to the corner, ends up at Watanabe, who misses a floater a little too hard, and is rebounded by Philadelphia. It's out there at Paul Reed. Paul Reed shoots a straightaway three and hits it. Armani throws it in there to Malachi Flynn. Flynn, behind the back dribble, evading some pressure from Reed. Ooh, kicks it out there, gets Armani Brooks open. Then it gets banged to Delano Banton. Delano Banton can't stop sliding all over the court. This is hilarious. And then an air ball floater by Malachi. That's not great. But the putback. Ooh, and one! Delano! Oh, that's got to feel good. That's got to feel good. In front of the home playoff crowd, he gets in here at the end of a win. You know, a rookie's not going to get that big of minutes. But they try to keep the ball inbounds there. Philly saves it, but he's there to scoop up the loose ball, absorbs contact from Reed, and gets a nice little finish, and completes the three-point play at the free throw line. Shout out to Delano Banton, big 45. Gregory Wilson saying Banton, the future. I'm interested to see where Banton goes. He's like a Sean Livingston 2.0 to me, so it's a pretty nice comparison. Yuta Watanabe battling for a rebound. It's touched last by him, according to the ref. 12.8 seconds left to go. Now, guys, before we go into full celebration mode here as time expires, just a quick reminder to drop a like And we do have a super chat coming in, so I will look at that at the same time. Tom Moreau says, in all capitals, he went out of his way to super chat to say it. I know this is kind of shading towards me, saying Banton outscores Flynn in the playoffs. That's my guy. Malachi's my guy, but pointing it out there, I guess that means Malachi hasn't scored yet. I haven't noticed him scoring. But hey, thank you, Tom, for the super chat, and I am happy for Delano. And we got an end to this game. Yes, sir. We are winners of Game 4, survivors of the series. And guys, hold on. Paul Blunt dropping a super chat saying, sweet. I do not think so. Me neither, Paul. I think that's the second time I've done this to Paul Blunt before. But Paul, you are right. No sweep for Philadelphia. And thank you for a very, very generous super chat. And guys, I'm going to completely be open about this now because I was trying to be as quiet as possible, as humanly possible about this. I told Philadelphia fans in Game 1, before Scottie got hurt, that if they swept us, I would get the Sixers tattoo or logo tattooed on me. And I said, clip it. You can clip it. We ain't getting swept. Like Shaq's take was garbage. I was just going through the whole entire rant of why that was a terrible take that even Shaq had to walk back himself. And Shaq does not walk back and is not an apologetic person. But in this instance, he was. However, after Scottie Barnes goes down, we have a terrible start to the series. I was like, oh my God, I might need to get a Sixers logo tattooed on me. But we always had faith, man. We always had faith. And now we are at a 3-1 deficit, which is sending Doc Rivers into a fever dream. This guy is the king of blowing 3-1 leads. It's his bread and butter, man. And then you look at his playing, the players in front of him, Joel the Choker Embiid and Brick Ross, a.k.a. James Harden, who's just like the most toxic player in the history of the NBA. And then you have Tobias Harris making $36 million. If there was ever a team to blow a 3-0 lead, it would need to be this Philadelphia team, no? The stars have aligned and told me I think this is the most statistically likely thing to have. If they were, out of all the teams to get 3-0 leads, Philadelphia is the one that I think I would bet against in terms of blowing it. Man, I don't want to get us up. I won't work us up too far here, but let's have some optimism. Let's come out flying in Game 5. Because then after you win Game 5, you're going home to Toronto. Go out and give a similar, very motivated effort. Scottie Barnes will continue to patch up his health. Hopefully Fred VanVleet's okay. And man, oh man, there we go. Avoiding a sweep. We live another day, and you do take it game by game. Man, we are so far from done. We are so far from done. Chris Huber says it's not happening. Hey, man, there's going to be a lot of doubt. There's going to be a lot of doubt, and that's understandable. But I have some faith, and like I said, if there was ever a team to do this crap, it would need to be Philadelphia. So let's keep the fingers crossed that it can happen. Guys, I'll do one last BetStamp plug here for everyone still watching. BetStamp app, you can find it in the App Store. It's completely free to download. When you do, use referral code Raptors. Not only can you track all of your wagers on here, you can also sell picks in our marketplace with 0% commission. You think you know how to call sports? You think you can generate a winning record honestly? Well, if you can make money off of it on our platform and have none of your profits taken from us. Go ahead, start an account, go into your account details, punch in referral code Raptors, and you will also be connected through BetLink to so many different sports books that will instantly sync with your bets and also give you an opportunity to bet on the best available line in market. There is a spectrum of pricing, people. Not many people know about this because you only have one, maybe two sports books. But most times, there is hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to be made by just taking a week's bets and using the best line available opposed to the line that you're consistently getting from your book. You got to divert your funds into multiple areas, or at least just make sure that when you do deposit somewhere, you're doing it to go and bet the best value. We're like the Trivago, the Hotels.com, the Honeys of the world, but for sports betting, which is brand new in Ontario. Tons of opportunities for people to redeem bonuses, cash out, and use a great, uniquely Canadian company like BetStamp. Referral code Raptors. It's a free app. join the party, and follow us on the media picks section so you can always get my pre-game bets as well as other NBA reads that I have on the night. And Ben and Riker's picks will be posted there as well. So follow along, make an account, and start getting the most for your value on all of your bets today. But guys, Scottie Barnes, the rookie of the year, man. I gotta gas that up one more time. Bro, whatever happens, happens. We are not being swept. Scottie Barnes is the rookie of the year. He looked like he could have ended up with a devastating injury so early into his career, but thankfully he's okay, and he's already back by game 4, making a difference. Like 25 minutes and 11 rebounds. Kid's special. And now he has the accolade to really show how hard he was able to ball out in his first year. And this is a loaded rookie class, man. It's giving me the 03 vibes when like D Wade, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, like those guys getting drafted. You fast forward to 2022, and there's like an eerily similar vibe to the kind of draft class and talent we're seeing already out of these rookies. Scottie Barnes, the most impressive thus far, though. And a very, very sincere shout out to Evan Mobley and Cade Cunningham, who played their tails off all year. Very special talents in their own right. Crazy Gaming YT says, you are still getting swept. I don't even know what to say to that. No, we won. We will see you in Philadelphia. You and the whole flopping crew, man, hitting the deck like a bunch of fishes. I love it. I love it, man. I'm excited. I cannot wait to get on here for Game 5, which I presume is going to be Monday evening. So get juiced up for that one, guys. I cannot wait. But in the meantime, I am signing off.